who
What? Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you?
Maybe when you come, I think maybe you
Why can't you?
Tell me about it. So,
I did this. Why can't you?
I literally have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Hi, everyone. It's Thursday. Comment, like, and subscribe. That's the show.
thanks for watching.
Good night.
Patreon.com/the Vin Podcast.
Or else.
Or
else the dog gets it.
You can send all of your angry comments to thevinpodcast@gmail.com.
Where they will be answered in the order that they were received. She's wooing back there.
Woo! She's throwing blocks and going, woo!
Yeah.
Ooh. Greg says that they got an ad for some coin dozer game.
Ooh.
That sounds fun.
What's my dog doing? I hear nasty sounds. What are you licking? Quit licking stuff. Sounds gross. I don't want to hear it.
So hi and welcome to the show.
We made it.
We made it. It's another day in the universe.
Allegedly.
Earth hours even.
There we go.
We survived
Technically.
another day for now.
I'm very sleepy, you guys. I didn't actually go to sleep yesterday. I'm still up from yesterday.
Oh no. It's okay, Mikey. I'll drive the boat.
So I will sleep as soon as the show is over.
Mikey has incentive to end the show.
I will stay awake as long as I can.
If he starts nodding off, we know what happened.
Yeah, and it's not my fault. Blame the kiddo.
I think the first thing I want to address is the fact that we were right, and a big part of the reason that we were right is our reporter in the field, Chris C.
It's 4 o'clock in New York. It hasn't even been 24 hours, but Kash Patel's testimony on Capitol Hill yesterday is already raising major alarm bells over whether or not the director of the FBI was telling the truth to Congress, not just about the news accounts of his excessive drinking on the job, the administration of polygraph tests at the FBI, or of firing agents for political reasons, but also about the very statistics that he relied upon to defend his job amid all those embarrassing headlines.
What? They're not 100% authentic?
Now, for those of you who watched the end of the show yesterday, we went through those statistics, and Chris C. Tried to find sources, and boy, did they not exist.
Line by line.
Line by line. We went through it line by line, and Chrissy was like,
nope.
Yeah, that's not the actual number. There's no actual source for this. There's no actual source for this. That's not the actual number.
Kash Patel can cite himself as a source. Hello. And he thinks that the top 8 of the most wanted have been captured.
Well,
he just wants to say that.
Well, guess what? As per usual, the mainstream media was behind us, stealing our reporting, Chris C's reporting.
Yeah, we stole it from Chris C first.
And we just want to say that we were right. And thank you, Chris C, for being accurate with information, as opposed to Kash Patel.
One of these days, they're going to actually, hire us. But until then, Chris C, we love you and we appreciate you.
Brand new exclusive reporting from our colleagues, Carol Lenig and Ken Delanian. When it comes to the arrests Kash Patel boasted about yesterday.
Ken Delanian watches the show. I think that's what happens.
Yesterday, quote, Patel's FBI has imposed new policies that inflate these numbers and overstate the FBI's progress in stemming crime. That is according to a half dozen law enforcement sources with knowledge of the changes. Kash Patel's lack of transparency is even caused.
Because we know that this is one of the most horrendous lying administrations ever, just pretty much expect all numbers from the government to be lied about at some level, whether it's, double, 1,000%, or just, just forget to list some things. I trust zero numbers coming out of Washington, D.C. right now.
Yeah.
They could tell me the date and I'd have to go double check. I mean, I'd have to do that anyway because I'm not knowing what day I'm on.
Especially when they fire the people who were originally giving the numbers, and then we'll put our own people to give the right numbers.
And all the IGs.
Yeah. Firing all the people that are supposed to investigate whether or not you're telling the truth is a sign that you are doing fascism. Anyway.
And shittily hiding it.
Please tell us how we're right. Continue.
Some from inside the FBI to speak out, with one current official telling MS Now this, quote, "They are absolutely padding the stats and claiming arrests they would not have claimed." And one former official adds this, quote, "Agents inside the Bureau complained frequently about Patel's bogus arrest numbers. Kash is definitely engineering things to pad his stats," the former official said. Here is what Kash Patel.
You're still getting fired,
yesterday.
He is so when Trump comes back from China,
you're gone.
You're gone, bro. You're getting fired.
He's gonna get rid of that position.
Actually, I think he's only gonna get fired when he says that Trump told him he could do certain things, like what happened to Kristi Noem.
Oh yeah, no. Noem with all the monies. Trump knows you're spending $120 million on commercials. Get out.
Get the fuck out.
You lying bitch. You're supposed to take the heat, not blame me for it.
We've arrested 8 of the top 10 most wanted fugitives in the world in 14 months. That's twice as many in the 4 years combined. That is what the men and women of the FBI are doing, well-resourced. Everyone should take a look at this. If people want to continue the baseless, fraudulent, false personal attacks at me, that's great. Keep the target on me, as I've always said, but the mission has never been better.
What?
According to
the mission's never been better. That don't even make sense.
Hold on.
The mission's never been close.
Out of this video. I need her exasperated sigh.
MS Now review and according to an MS Now review under Kash Patel's leadership, quote, "The FBI has manipulated that iconic Bureau program in a way that falsely suggests rapid progress. In that time, the Bureau has quickly added the names of some fugitives just hours or days before agents capture them. When reached for comment, the FBI disputed that arrests were being counted improperly without providing any specifics."
Oh,
Kash
boy.
Patel being willing.
So if you go back to the end of Tuesday's episode and you listen to what we talked about, and we fact checked him in real time. We were right. Kristi was right.
What, that they lied?
That they lied.
Did people believe him?
I can't imagine. Like, we found the original post on X, right? We did the investigating, and then Kristi did the data work for us. And then we reported on the fact that all of that was bullshit. It was all bullshit. You can, and I'm telling everyone, if you don't believe us, watch our episode. Yeah, watch this episode from Tuesday. Offender arrest that is also hyperinflated. Only 205.
Kash, what are you doing?
He's lying his ass off over there.
Did everything times 15.
As for the 8 out of 10 most wanted captured, records do not confirm this figure across any single year.
Told you so.
I mean, what more do you want? What more do you want from us?
How many more times do we have to call the future before we start getting some, like, you know? I'm sure there was a couple of people unhappy with us yesterday. I want those people to reach out and tell us. I want, in a very nicely worded email in less than 500 words, explain to me and Tim why you're stupid.
This might be why.
Oh, hi. Oh, speaking of which, here we go.
John Patrick in the chat says Democrat-run states have attorney generals that don't prosecute criminals, so they don't get reported.
Then why is Trump walking free when he should have went to jail for his shit in New York?
Well, also, then where's Cash getting those numbers from if they don't prosecute the criminals?
And also, this is the same party, the same FBI director that said Epstein worked alone, no co-conspirators. Little black book in the possession of the FBI. He gets in charge of the FBI. Little black book never existed. Fuck you for even making that up right now. Right? Like, this is the guy he wants us to. Okay. All right, dude, you can hold water for fucking horrible monster pedophiles all you want to. We are not beholden to that. We don't have to defend anybody we don't want to. You are stuck defending people who are fucking nasty.
This person is sticking their foot in their mouth here. Every Democrat-run city knows they even release those who commit homicide. Then why are Cash's numbers so high? If they are not prosecuting and they are releasing these people, then why are Cash's crime statistics on the people they've arrested so high?
And you can tell that this person clearly doesn't like understand like law. Do you think a violent felony gets you bail? You think you're getting a bond? You think a judge is letting you walk around?
Right.
Are you dumb? The only people who get like let loose by like some of these no cash bail situations are people who get like DUIs and shit.
Look at this. This is hilarious. California doesn't even report crimes.
How would you know that? So if I look up California crime reports, it's going to be blank, is what you're telling me. Like, you know that the internet exists, right? And we can just Google the shit you're talking about, like right now in front of everybody.
This is hilarious.
I wonder what it's like where he lives. You know, that universe.
Yeah, that's a hilarious universe you live in.
Where all the crime happens in big cities run by black and lesbian mayors, right? That's in Muslims. Right. That's where all the crime is. Oh, okay.
I love how in the same breath you can say crime is not getting reported in the most populous state in the country, but also Cash Patel is completely right with his inflated arrest statistics and the fact that he's captured so many of these criminals and that it's been reported.
Criminals that didn't even exist yet.
Criminals that didn't even do it. So which is it?
When is he going to start arresting ICE members for all the crimes that they commit on a daily basis?
Right. Like, which is it, buddy? Are you lying or are you stupid?
Is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your votes now.
Motherfuckers riding around and passing the flask around at 9 o'clock in the morning, doing bumps of cocaine and like grabbing the nearest brown person. And this motherfucker's in here arguing with us. All right, buddy.
All right. We're starting early today with the nonsense. But anyway, more about how we're right and Cash Patel is wrong.
To inflate statistics about his agency's work to try to save his job is where we begin today with senior investigative reporter Carol Lennick, whose byline is on that reporting.
Carol Lennick also watches the show.
Assistant Special Agent in Charge at the FBI, National Security and Intelligence Analyst Michael Feinberg. Carol Lennick, take us through what you're reporting.
Yeah,
Schrodinger's
thanks, Nicole,
crime.
for focusing on it. You know, my colleague Ken Delaney and I have been working on this for a little while, and then we'd been hearing tips for some time that the statistics that Cash Patel sometimes mentioned, they said were juiced or inflated unfairly.
Yeah, because most of them are not even possible.
Yeah, most of them don't even exist. You just made up numbers.
what kind of FBI director do you have to be to let Trump fucking pardon the Honduran former president? Like, dude, we caught him fair and fucking square, and Trump's like, not him.
And I like how nice the media is being towards Kash Patel, saying that his numbers are just inflated, they're juiced.
He's not lying.
They're absolute bullshit.
He's a lying bullshitter, is what they should be saying.
They're being nice to him. MS Now is being nice to him.
But dude, I don't know. Like these MSM like stations are always part of this like neoliberal bullshit where corporations will always be fed, and that's good enough. At least the corporations are eating, and it's like, no, the people are still hungry. Can we have food? No, there is no food for people, only corporations.
Here we go. Democrats charge Trump with fake made-up crimes and use the CIA and FBI to fabricate the evidence.
Do you have any evidence of that, or are you just making up shit? Because it sounds like you're just making up shit because your guy committed crimes and then got all butthurt when he had to keep going to court for it.
Yeah.
You know who didn't have to go to court? All the rest of the fucking presidents, except for like 3. Because they didn't commit crimes while in office. They actually did their fucking job.
Well, and some of them would rather resign the presidency than go to court, right? That's what Nixon did. He'd rather resign the presidency than go through the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, and like this guy sounds like he's super pissed at fucking Democrats. So are we, because even our dumbasses can see that motherfucker was guiltier than the day is long.
Right.
And everybody's letting him gallivant around the country running for fucking president when he should have been in fucking prison.
Right.
And if you can read whatever your name is, then you should understand that he needs to be in prison too. If you can read, which is a big ask.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know.
On this, Kash Patel is brought before the Senate to answer questions. And instead of answering those blistering questions, he waves a black placard in the air and says, this is the proof that I'm really running this agency quite well. And this is the FBI under my leadership, and started to cite these same statistics that we have been hearing were bogus. We began sort of concretizing our work, re-corroborating, going back to sources. And the 2 big findings were these. One, that the FBI has begun counting arrests, particularly immigration agents' arrests, whenever FBI agents are present.
They're taking the stats from other departments.
No, we're like working together. That was like our arrest. We arrested. We apprehended the suspect.
Our guy was down the street. It still counts.
Yeah, we were there also. It's just like these are the FBI was full of agents and was functioning and running a year and a half ago. Worked just fine a year and a half ago. Now it's in fucking free fall.
Look at this absolute cope.
They impeached Trump on fake charges. That's not what that means. Obviously fake, because was again reelected by a wide margin.
Less than 1%. That's how much he won.
Wait. What percent did what percent did he win by, Mr. Guy? How wide was the margin? Since you want to tell motherfuckers to Google shit, tell me about this wide margin.
Let's see. His first election, he did not win the popular vote. And the second one, he lost. The third one, he won by what percentage?
Yeah. Tell me about this wide margin. I'd like to hear about it in grand detail. And it should be very easy to describe because,
God damn, you're an embarrassment.
Assisting. FBI agents, as you know, Nicole, were ordered in the summer and the fall of this past year to begin going out in huge waves of teams, joining immigration agents and local police to try to arrest, detain, and eventually deport immigrants from this
too.
country at the behest of Stephen Miller, the White House Deputy Chief of Staff. Now all...
Hold on.
I love Tesla.
Dark Lord Greg with $2. Cool to see John Barron in the chat today. Yeah, John Barron, get the fuck out of here. We know who you are. Fucking Trump pretending to be somebody else who's really a big fan of Trump. You ain't slick.
Yeah, they're not answering the question at all. They are definitely a bot. That's a bot.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? Illegal immigrants all of a sudden?
Right.
Instead of answering the question. Yeah. So, hey guys, execute order 66, John Patrick. Sayonara, buddy. You can watch from the side from now on.
Yeah.
Of those arrests
are
being counted as FBI arrests, which helps Mr. Patel, Director Patel, claim that there is a huge spike.
The Honorable
in arrests,
Dr.
at
Patel.
least in the way that he's counting them.
The
second big takeaway here, Nicole, is about, something that everyone in America probably recognizes about the FBI, the most wanted list. This is supposed to be the 10 people that are the most dangerous villains in the world, and that we've been hunting for them for possibly years. What my colleague Ken Delaney and I found in reviewing those, based on good information from sources, was that 4 of the 8 people that Kash Patel says were arrested from that fugitive list, that most villainous group, 4 were added within a month of actually being captured. And one of them was arrested in an hour and 13 minutes after being put on the list. As sources told us, these kinds of operations to...
Come on, man. Come on. You got to be honest with us.
Yeah,
I know you have a sock account, so you'll have to log into that one to talk. But, brother, come on, man.
Damn.
You can't just add motherfuckers to the list right before you book them.
Or after you book them.
Yeah, right after you book them.
Boy.
Come on, man.
These dangerous fugitives don't happen in an hour and 13 minutes or even in 24 hours. And yet, again, 2 of the people that he says we famously captured were added to the list in a time when FBI agents said they knew they were going to arrest those people.
So I just want to make sure, let me just try to dumb down the 2 categories, the 2 ways the numbers are being fudged and inflated. The first one is if the FBI is assisting another law enforcement agency, federal or state, they're adding all those numbers, whether they were the top cops on the job or not. Is that right?
That's right. And whether they put cuffs on
claiming
anyone.
everything.
Yeah.
And then the second is
they're claiming partial credit.
They just put their name on the group project. And cash.
Damn, they put their name on the group project and they expect to get the full credit for the grade.
They did, what's it called? The birthday card.
Yeah.
Or for Boss's Day, they're like, oh yeah, and cash.
We got 2 British pounds from Viper Scott for the Civic Show. We'll try and get that done a bit earlier this time.
Yes, before I go to bed.
Before Mikey goes to bed.
I go to the great sleep.
Feels really manipulative. They know they're closing in on someone. They either have a wiretap approved or they know that.
So what they're doing with this top 10 list is they know that they're about to capture someone and be like, put them on the list.
Yeah.
We get our stats up.
They got somebody like already arrested, and then they'll just add them to the list and be like, look, another one down.
Got another one, guys.
Oh, that jaywalker, also number 9 on the most wanted list.
Fucking got him.
They've got the goods, or they have planned to make the arrest, so they add that name to the most wanted, and then just coincidentally capture them within hours, days, or weeks.
That's right. Again, 4 of the 8 were people who were arrested within a month. 2 of the 8 were arrested within 24 hours of being added to the list.
So Michael Feinberg, it's clear that Kash Patel thinks that we're dumb. I don't even know that Kash Patel would dispute that. But he also thinks that the Bureau is as dumb and as shallow as he is. And I wonder how this collides with the integrity of the men and women who are still there.
You know, I think I've said before on your program, I don't know a single person still at the FBI or who has recently left it that has the slightest iota of respect for Kash Patel. He is widely viewed as a clown within the organization, but he's a clown with a flamethrower, and a clown with a flamethrower can still do a lot of damage, and he has to the individual.
Oh shit! This
Whoa!
Oh, I think Viper Scott really threw down the money this time.
Oh boy!
Oh boy! All right, Mikey, I got the people. You hit the buttons.
Buttons at the ready.
The following people have received gifted memberships by Viper Scott.
But why is it red? What's red mean?
I don't know what red means.
Broken.
It might be a different kind of membership, but
let me look on Chrome because my Opera is not loading. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to make this not be so laggy. It's just so laggy.
Oh man, it's more than 10 people. I think that's why it's 20 people.
Holy shit.
It's so many.
Okay. All right. Let me flip to the non-vertical one. Dang, Viper Scott.
Dang. All right.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it is 20. It's 210. Holy shit, Viper. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, I'm ready.
You ready? All right. The 20 people who have received the gifted memberships are the Witchy Goth.
Wait, I just saw it. I just saw it. It's gonna take us a minute. I just saw it. I know we didn't get rid of that one.
We didn't. It's in there.
Oh, there it
is. Meditate more.
You cry, you're making me cry. Life's hard enough as it is. You don't want to cry anymore. This
Tor Soul.
The girls are fighting, aren't they?
Jason Jacoby.
Your data, dumbass.
NA Team Nancy.
We got rudder. Go! Freeze, Thur! Freeze!
Sid Life.
Y'all just being numbnuts right now because you forget your own history.
Veggie Pie.
Fuck the hell off.
Helen Wilkes.
This is sick shit.
Lady Ruby.
No fucking way.
Martin Harrow.
We'll do it live. Fuck
it. Kella Hella.
Read history. You learn from history.
Shannon the Cannibal Kitty.
Oh boy.
In my time.
Yeah.
You don't get to talk.
Lumber is at a 5-year low, Congresswoman.
Reclaiming my time.
Let's just have
Andrew Luke.
You have no decency. You have no honor.
We're on you.
Vobel Varmint.
Flip.
Flip. The Driftless Iowan.
Hey, Driftless.
Moron Anderson.
Oh, Mo's here.
Amy.
Stupid.
Next one.
K.
Stupid.
Pash with Time.
Stupido.
And Inquisitive Queen.
Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards.
All of you are now members of the Bintifada.
Oh my goodness. Viper Scott, thank you very much. I'm gonna have to have a little conversation with you later.
Viper Scott says, yep, made mistakes, was going to do 20, but high 10.
Jeez. Thank you again. Yes. You want to hear it again? Here you go. That one's not that we have to fight amongst ourselves about what things have to get knocked off because we only get 100 assets total for StreamYard. That ain't going nowhere.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
We have 3. We have 3 of the same moment.
Fucking thing sucks. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All 3 of those are permanent. They are never leaving.
Those are never going anywhere.
All right. Lots of Is there a snake emoji? Can we get some snake emojis in the chat? Viper Scott, thank you very much. Like, you don't understand.
Yeah, like, no, honestly, you don't understand.
You literally don't understand, and maybe we should tell you sometime. Snake emojis in the chat. Hiss.
Yeah, Viper Scott, you snake. You rule our world.
Rock my world. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. There you go. They
look like dragons.
They do. They look like little coily dragons, like those Chinese type dragons.
Yeah, the segmented Chinese dragons.
Yeah.
With the dancers.
All right, Mikey, on to something more ridiculous.
Man, you know, when we make fun of certain people and then they do more wrong shit later, I feel completely justified in being mean to them previously. And this is a perfect example of it. Perfect example. I was mean to Virginia Fox because she's an old dittering bitch and she's mean for no fucking reason. And she's low-key very racist. Let's hear what she had to say to a fucking little ass kid. A smart little nerdy kid.
A 10-year-old.
We need to be nice to them. We only have so many.
A 10-year-old who wrote her a letter.
Poor little guy.
Attacked him and attacked his teachers and said that his teachers were indoctrinating him with propaganda. How do you even explain that to a 10-year-old?
You just heard from a furious Greensboro mom quoting what a North Carolina congresswoman wrote in a letter to her 10-year-old son, Christian Mango. He's a fourth grader at Canterbury School in North Greensboro. This is the Fox 8 10 o'clock news. I'm Katie Nordine.
And I'm Neil McNeil. After his teacher assigned his class to write a persuasive essay on a topic of his choice, Christian decided to write about why the federal government should provide tax rebates to those who buy electric vehicles. He then decided to mail a copy of his essay to North Carolina Republican Congresswoman Virginia Fox, whose 5th district stretches from the mountains to the northern suburbs of the Piedmont Triad, including the bulk of Greensboro.
Well, needless to say, Fox's response wasn't what Christian...
What state did they say?
Virginia?
Oh, okay. No, her name's Virginia. She's in Virginia?
Greensboro sounds like a Carolina.
North Carolina or South Carolina?
Yeah, it sounds like one of those.
It stretches from the mountains to the northern suburbs of the Piedmont Triad, including the bulk of Greensboro.
Well, needless to say, Fox's response wasn't what Christian or his mom expected. Fox 8's Justin Lundy spoke with both of them. Justin joins us here in the studio. So, Justin, did Christian understand the language she used in her response?
Christian says he had to ask his mom to explain some of the words Representative Fox used because...
Did she use the word motherfucker? Or like, what words did she use? They're just so offensive.
Well,
they were too advanced for his vocabulary, but he did say once his mother explained to him what Fox said, he was upset his teacher was targeted.
2038 is only 12 years away, and you and your classmates will be responsible for the debt.
A message from Republican North Carolina Congresswoman Virginia Fox.
This fucking lady?
For the debt.
A message from
This fucking lady.
Yes. She's 91, I think. I'll check.
Yo. She needs to fucking get out of there. She needs to leave.
Oh, look.
North Carolina
the letter. Is this the letter?
Do you have the letter?
I have the letter.
Did he send or the one that she sent?
She sent. Open a new tab. Let's I can read her bullshit. May 1st, 2026. Dear Christian, thank you for contact. Oh, this is a long letter. If you have not already, I encourage you to sign up for my newsletter by using my website, www.fox with 2 X's house.gov. To stay up to date on my work in Congress. If you need more information or have additional concerns, please don't hesitate to contact. Please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or tell me. Where's the thing? Oh, yeah. I have a test article corresponds to your belief in benefit entitled 2038. It explains how little time the United States has left before the interest payments of the national debt suppress our total discretionary spending. Then why are you letting Trump do whatever the fuck he wants?
Yeah, right.
Crisis, and we must act before it's too late to turn away from the dangerous path that we are on, which will lead inevitably to economic failure and bankruptcy. But you'll be dead. 2038 is only 12 years away, and you and your company will be for that debt. The hell we will. Incidentally, please ask your teacher to explain propaganda to you. While I will never be able to know, my guess is that your teacher will not give you a good educational experience and help you learn to think as they are too interested in indoctrinating you. How sad.
Wow.
Hey, dumb bitch. They already had subsidies for green cars. Your dumbass party took them away.
Jesus.
And that actually pissed off your fucking main fucking benefactor, Elon Musk, if you guys will remember back from 2 years ago. Because Tesla was getting a lot of from that shit. Every Tesla got $5,000 off from the United States government for buying.
That's true. That's and my wife was telling me, because she knows all about those EV credits. Some of the Teslas didn't qualify because they were too expensive.
Right.
And you only got it for a certain number of models sold, and then after that, the credit would go away. So after they sold a certain, I think it was like 50,000 models of any car, then the EV credit went away.
And that's for brand new ones. If you bought it used, then the person who bought it the first time, they got the credit. If you buy a used one, you don't get the credit. Not how it works.
Congresswoman Virginia Fox that was sent to 10-year-old Christian Mango. Christian says certain words she said,
I could understand like half of it, not all of it.
His mother, Emily Mango, says the reply from Fox was in regards to an assignment from Christian's teacher at Canterbury School in Greensboro.
Christian and his class, they're in fourth grade, they wrote a persuasive essay of their choosing, and they mailed it off to a representative, a CEO, whoever the decision maker was that could be influential in hearing their persuasive essay points.
Christian says the topic he chose.
We should have a $5,000 tax rebate for electric cars because they're better than normal cars. They're better for.
And her response was, "Fuck you, kid. You're indoctrinated."
Yeah, your teacher is probably indoctrinating you. Too bad you'll never get a real education.
Jesus Christ. He was just like, hey, there should be a tax credit for electric vehicles.
Which
like,
there literally was. Like, it's
it's
such a great idea. We literally already did that, and he didn't know about it.
Oh, boy.
All she had to say was, yeah, we did that actually before. But she just fucking chat GPT.
Stupido.
Chat GPT'd an answer to him from one of her aides.
10-year-old Billy writes to Trump, "Dear Trump, release the files."
Yeah. You know, why you acting like a pedophile defender?
Oh boy.
You did it. It's crazy.
As an environment, you pay less and there's no gas.
Christian says in April he mailed the essay to Fox in a Canterbury school envelope with fourth grade on the return address. A few weeks later, the school received this letter from Representative Fox via email.
Oh, this is from clearly a school and clearly written by an elementary school?
This seems to be written in Crayola marker. A 12 count by the judge of it.
And she was like, "You're indoctrinated, kid.
You stupid fucking kid. No one listens to you, dumbass kid. Why would I listen to you? You're dumb as shit." Coming up with policy that was literally brought up by 1,000 adults a couple of years ago. You dumbass kid. I told you guys that lady's mean.
She's so mean.
Just a mean lady.
10-year-old for contacting her, she disagreed with his proposal. Fox cited 6 articles from news organizations such as Fox News and Wall Street Journal. But towards the end of her response, she attacked Christian's teacher.
Ask your teacher to explain propaganda to you, but I will never be able to know. My guess is that your teacher will not be able to give you a good educational experience by helping you to be able to think.
All right. Hold on here.
He's doing his best.
He's doing his best. This lady earned a master's in teaching and a doctorate in education, and she's like, "Kid, you're fucking indoctrinated."
Can we give like a tax credit to encourage people to buy to buy electric vehicles so that I have a planet to grow up in? Shut your fucking little mouth, you little shit. Get my ruler. Meter stick fox is what they used to call her. Just wrapped everybody's knuckles.
Jesus Christ.
They are too interested in indoctrinating you. How sad.
After Christian's mother explained to him what Fox's response meant, the 10-year-old says he's upset Fox went after his teacher when Christian was the one who chose the topic of his essay.
I think that was wrong.
And why?
Because the school didn't do anything.
Emily Mango slammed Fox's response on social media and is now demanding an apology.
When Representative Fox attacked him and attacked his teachers and said that his teachers were indoctrinating him with propaganda. How do you even explain that to a 10-year-old in 4th grade? But it's just not okay. We told my son it's not an okay response. Nobody should talk to a child like that, and nobody should attack teachers like that. She crossed the line.
We reached out to Representative Fox's office about whether she wrote this response or someone else on her team did. And we also asked if she planned and apologized to Christian and his teachers for her remarks. And we're still waiting for a response.
No. She said, fuck that kid.
No, fuck him. He's stupid. He shouldn't be stupid. He's a stupid little kid. And he shouldn't be asking stupid questions like, am I going to do something about the earth burning? No, stupid. And I shouldn't have to tell you that.
God.
You know we don't care about you and your friends. You know this. So stop making us say things that prove that we don't give a shit about what happens to y'all, okay? It's rude. It's rude of you to embarrass me, you little kid.
So
I hope that kid runs for fucking office. I will vote for him.
We got a series of videos here that are all sort of around the same topic. So I'm just going to play them.
Let it happen.
These maps are racist tools of white supremacy at the behest of the most powerful white supremacist in the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
Look at my cousins, my Memphis cousins.
Place on the planet. It's the place that raised me, my brothers, my parents, my grandmothers, and where my ancestors' bones rest. And what you are doing today is eviscerating the only Black majority congressional district in our state because we are majority Black. We are here because this Republican Party has to seek to steal elections and seats because the president and the party have refused to address the pain, the suffering, and the struggling of everyday Tennesseans. This is about attacking, targeting, and cracking District 9 into pieces for more political and racial dominance and white supremacy in the state of Tennessee. And we need to realize that the Calais decision that you all are basing your decisions off of, that gutted the Voting Rights Act, that Voting Rights Act was paid in blood. It was not just a parchment of paper signed into law. It was paid in blood on the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Paid in blood by Medgar Evers, paid in blood by Fannie Lou Hamer. It's been paid in blood year over year, time after time, assassination after assassination, lynching after lynching.
Get out of here, lady. You're walking right through him.
Yeah, get the fuck out of the shot. What are you doing? Move it.
She's like, excuse me, pardon me. White lady coming through.
I left my pen up here. It's blue ink.
Oh boy.
Not the damn way.
Rhode Island does have problems. Most of those problems are that it's still a state.
Tim is not for the sovereignty of the Rhode Islanders. He wants them to be absorbed by Connecticut. And just be gone.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
It's
Providence. Providence is a big joke to all of us around here.
So that more people might be able to ascertain access to this constitutional democratic republic experiment that is currently being gutted and seeking to be gutted by this chamber, by this House, this Senate, and this state. What is happening here is immoral and wrong. And I was reading my Bible early this morning, asking God why this is happening. Why, again, does it seem that...
Well, which God is he asking? Like the white God or the not white?
Jeezy. Black people Jesus.
Black people Jesus?
Hallelujah, praise Jeezy.
Because I'm pretty sure white Jesus would be like, yeah, whatever.
It's almost like they read the same book as somebody else and got a completely different answer. Strange.
White supremacy is seeming to gain. Why, again, does it seem like the pillars of pain that we have felt and experienced for over 400 years in this country continue to rise again? And whispered in the words of this Bible and in the words of those ancestors that have gone before us is just these simple words: we're still here. We are still here. This nation, this state has legislated and legalized the worst things in humanity, including our enslavement, and we are still here. Right in this country where, as one black woman said, your clansesters enslaved us, denied us of our rights.
Got him.
Shame.
Got him.
Shame. Shame.
Your clansesters. That's a good one.
Fucking losers.
Jim Crow.
You fucking lost to Abraham Lincoln's skeleton ass. Losers.
Oh.
Everybody laugh at the Confederacy with us. It's fine. They're dead.
Yeah, right. You know, let's start listing off things that lasted longer than the Confederacy.
Pogs. Hey, you don't know Black Lives Matter?
No. Oh man. COVID.
Yeah, COVID lasted longer than the Confederacy. Can't inbreed. You know what I mean? You gotta reach out. I got paper plates older than the
Screw your clansesters. Is that a new T-shirt that we need, Mikey?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, ask your clansesters.
Ask your clansesters.
In the Al Qaeda.
Man, I got fucking shoes older than the Confederacy.
I'm about to say maybe the pants I got on are older, but maybe not. What was it against Confederacy? Like 8 years?
Nah, less than that. 5 years.
Oh, then yeah. These pants are probably older than the Confederacy. These jeans right here. Serious question. Is the KKK deemed a domestic terrorist organization? And if not, why not? No, they're not, because they're fucking white. Like, that's what we've been trying to explain ever. Like, they are literally having lynch memorials and parades to celebrate their anniversary. They kind of hide up. They're not. I mean, the Ku Klux Klan is still a thing, but most of the active members are also part of like satellite groups.
Yeah,
because being part of the KKK is still very niche. So they they'll be like Daughters of Liberty
or Proud Boys.
Or Proud Boys. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Does 3/5 of a person, and yet we are still here. You put us on cotton plantations and tobacco plantations. You denied our human rights and our right to exist as children of God, and we are still here. You destroyed Tulsa. You killed and lynched black folks on poplar trees. Shelby County, Tennessee had the most lynchings of anywhere in this state where you're taking this district, and we are still here. You've had 3 strikes law, mass incarceration.
Let me say real quick, in case, because I realize that a lot of our people are in the UK. Tulsa is in Oklahoma. Tulsa is the home of what was Black Wall Street, which was a highly entrepreneurial and rich all black neighborhood in Tulsa, Greenville. And first the Oklahomans decided to, from crop dusters, firebomb the black neighborhood. And then after that didn't work, and after they were dragging people out of their houses and lynching them and shooting them and all that kind of fun stuff from the government, by the way, the cops were helping. Then since they couldn't kill everyone with violence, they decided to put the highway directly through the middle of the neighborhood with this westward expansion, this highways project, to the interstate project. And they just, didn't want to go around it. They decided to put the highway directly through the neighborhood, pretty much killing it. There's people in Tulsa who are lifelong Tulsa residents who didn't know that there was a firebombing of the black neighborhood and mass lynchings during that massacre. Yeah. Yep. It's crazy. Oh yeah, you saw a video about it. Yeah, I'm glad the story's getting out.
Yeah,
because Greenville wasn't the only one. There was like probably 10 Greenvilles that were just eradicated by the angry whites, and the United States government didn't fucking lift a finger.
The angry whites.
Which is why to this day I will never listen to any white person, I don't care what fucking country you're from, telling me to disarm. No.
But Mikey, the Second Amendment's bad.
Yeah. Tell that to them. When they sit down, I'll get rid of my shit. But as long
I'll work on it. I'll get all the white people together. We'll talk about it.
Have a conference or something. And and don't bring tiki torches, because we saw how that went last time. Let's find each other in the dark. So we'll bring tiki torches so we can find each other at night.
No tiki torches, no hoods.
Yeah, no head coverings at all. Let's just no red hats, no white sheets, just bare, coiffed, dirty blonde, as far as the eye can see.
Oh yeah, it's only the Aryans are allowed.
Right. So that's what he's making reference to. If some of you guys weren't aware of what happened in Tulsa, yeah, that's what they did.
Denied us of who we are, and we are still here. And today you'll take the only majority black district from us. But I want you to know, and I want my nephew, sons, and the future to know, no matter what you do, no matter how much you try and break us and make us bend and make us quit, we will still be here.
Damn.
Clear camper, you're
Our soda fountains.
Mike Stomp.
Yeah, damn. All right, so
through that motherfucker.
There was fallout from that. I have 2 videos of fallout. That might be too loud. There we go.
Yeah. Greg is bringing up in the Watchmen.
Last week, protesters filled the state capitol, reacting to lawmakers approving a new congressional map. Governor Bill Lee signed the map into law just hours after that vote in a special session of the legislature.
Here's a look at the new map compared to the old one. The old one on top, the new one on the bottom, and you see Memphis, the only Democrat-leaning district of the.
Look at what they fucking did.
Stacking and cracking. Or packing and cracking.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy, man.
9 in the state, and the lone black majority district was The key target here,
100%.
lawmakers split it from one held by a Democrat into 3 districts, giving Republicans an advantage.
Tennessee's Democratic leaders made their voices heard the day of the vote, standing at the front of the chamber and linking arms in opposition to the changes. Now they're facing the punishment. 10 News reporter Lauren Davis joins us. And Lauren, Republicans say the change centers on politics of that map, not race. Democrats say it's a new effort to silence their voice.
Oh, they didn't unmute her.
Oh, they didn't unmute her.
Damn it.
Tennessee
Oh,
House
there we go.
Democrats say they expected backlash after protesting during last week's special session on redrawing congressional maps. But Representative Sam McKenzie says receiving letters removing Democrats from House committees still
Hey,
marks
Terry,
this
you better
black
listen
day
to them. You don't want to get on my bad
Take
side.
every Democrat off committee is unprecedented.
McKenzie says Democrats wore white and peacefully linked arms in protest after lawmakers approved new congressional maps dividing Memphis into 3 districts. He argues the punishment silences voters across the state.
I represent 70,000 people, just like he does. He has the right to speak up. I have the right to speak up as well.
Representative Gloria Johnson echoed those concerns.
About 1.5 million Tennesseans are losing their representation on those committees.
Johnson says lawmakers were protesting what she called an unnecessary special session focused on changing congressional districts in the middle of an election cycle.
They wanted to remove representation from a majority black county, and they did that, and then that wasn't enough. They removed representation from all the Democrats in the state.
Maryville College political science professor Marco Gorman says the move raises questions about representation and the legislative process.
Who do I talk to? I thought I elected a Democrat. I thought that person was going to be in the House speaking on my behalf on issues. Where they go? What can you do next?
He says another unanswered question is whether
So hold on,
committees
Tim,
can
pause it real
effectively
quick.
function.
So let's get into our side of this, the wonky policy nerd law constitutional part of this.
Okay.
I moved to Connecticut. You're running for office.
Uh-huh.
I vote for you. You are now my representative in Congress, right?
Mhm.
This shit happens and they redraw the maps. Can't you can still run, but you might be in a different district now.
Yes. So the way this works is you serve out.
Second part.
Okay.
Have they given people, because I know there's like front loading time on this. Did they give everybody enough time to even run? Like the way I'm thinking about this is not only are fucking, like, let's say a Democrat wanted to just go to a new district and run because now they live in a new district. Is there even enough time to run in the can anyone run in these districts? Is there, you know what I mean? That's more or less my thing.
So
how could you have lived in the district for a year?
Right. So the way this works is kind of shoddy because it's so close to the actual election.
Less than a calendar year. And that's for all of you out there, like, what the fuck is Mikey on about? You have to live, there's qualifications that you have to meet to run for office. So them switching these districts might fuck up the qualifications for everybody running. Because you know what I'm saying? Like I could say that none of the results from this election matter because none of these people qualified.
So here's what it really comes down to, and here's the important parts, right?
Okay. This
is the election calendar for Tennessee. So this is how Tennessee is setting up their elections. It looks like let's see, these are registration and voting deadlines. These are actual deadlines for candidates. So petitioning deadline is June 22nd. That's the deadline for you to
get signatures.
Yes. The qualifying deadline for them for their elections is August 20th. So it's way ahead of August 20th. However, man, that's a lot of towns. I didn't expect this to be so many towns.
And they're not even in alphabetical order or anything. They're just in a random order.
I guess this is the most important. This is the most important part of the calendar. Their qualifying deadline for any candidate running state or federal is August 20th. All right. The withdrawal deadline is the 27th. Their voter registration deadline is October 5th. They start early voting October 14th. So if you are in this new district, these new districts that are created, and let's say you were running in the 9th, like you're Stephen Cohen, I believe is the person who is in the 9th.
I can't read the numbers. Is that the
9th is the green all the way in the corner there. That's Memphis.
Oh, okay.
All right. You're the representative. You can still run for your own district. However, the 9th has been changed. So and depending on where you live, if Stephen Cohen lived in what was the little green blotch over here and he lived in the top part of it, well, now he's in the 5th.
That's what I'm saying.
So he would be running against whoever the Republicans put up in the 5th. Or if he lived in like the corner here that's the little green splotch out that way, he's in the 8th now. So he'd be running against whoever the Republicans put up in the 8th. And if he lived in the very lower part, then he'd be running in the 9th. Like, it depends on where he actually lives.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
on the registration deadline.
Because then you may not be able to represent who you formally represent, because now you, as the individual, are no longer in the district. And that is something that these map drawers can obviously look up and be aware of when they're making the map. So they can take people, representatives, and take them out of their district. They don't live there anymore. They live in this one now. So that way they can't run for their seat because they have to run for a different seat now.
So the other really like fucky part of this is, where do all the other representatives actually live at this point? Because if you're representing what used to be the 7th, this blue part right here,
You
and
say
now
here, but we can't see your mouse.
Oh, you can't see my mouse. Here
Oh,
we go.
there we go.
There we go. This blue part right here, like this used to be the 7th.
Right.
Now part of it is the 5th, and part of it is the 9th.
And you see,
sorry. So you
So if I was in that blue county all the way at the bottom,
right,
I was in the blue. I was in the blue guy. Now I'm in the 9 orange guy.
So I hope that they shuffled these districts around so they're not putting their own representatives up against their own representatives.
I think they might have done that, because I think this has all been a little, slapdash together without any real forethought put together. Because I get that they're trying to go after all the voters and stuff like that, but you could have put people out of their own seat. Or maybe they just say, okay, you're going to run in the 5 and you're going to run in the 7 now.
And so this happened on a local level in the town that I used to live in. They redistricted and gerrymandered because they thought that they were going to get a couple of the Democrats kicked out. And what actually happened is the Democrats took both seats that were redistricted instead of losing both.
Like I'm not so much worried about the Republicans winning the midterms, because I'm sorry, gas is going to be at least $6 by the time the midterms come around.
Oh yeah, they're not.
They're fucked. Like, that's a poison pill. You can't win an election with a bad economy. Sorry, just doesn't happen.
Well, I mean, what could happen, since they split up Memphis into 3 districts, is the population of Memphis is probably greater than those 3 districts had before. So they're changing the demographics of those districts, but it's not going to be to their advantage.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, like this, I feel like this hurts voters, obviously, but it hurts voters in like in a secondary or tertiary way. Like, people will still be able to go and vote, but the way that they're trying to write these maps to deliberately benefit themselves, I don't know that it'll do that. Like, they're very convinced that this is going to be the windfall that they need to slow down the blue tsunami that's coming. But I don't think it's going to do anything. It's like a Wile E. Coyote parasol to stop the boulder or piano or anvil coming up from the cliffside. Like, I see you're trying to cheat. Clippy on the fucking screen. Like, I see you're trying to cheat and be bogus. But I can't imagine that all of the people that are representing all of those places get, like, even the Republicans, that they're going to be able to keep their district unless they deliberately went through each and every single representative and made sure that they were able to stay in the district or they had somebody living in the district, you know what I'm saying, in that little, like where they broke up the Memphis one and split it into the other 3. They better have 3 other people that they planned on having run.
Right. I'm trying
Instead
to look
of just doing the cracking part without the stacking part.
Okay,
packing.
so I have a political map here of Memphis itself. So you can see that Memphis is largely, the blue here represents Democrat, and the red represents conservative areas. So, you know, most of Memphis over here is downtown Memphis, and like Parkway Village, and these areas are all very Democratic. And you have like Germantown, which is a bit more mixed, somewhat Republican.
A little pinkish.
And then obviously once you get outside of Memphis, it's very red. Like this is a different district.
Right at that street, all the Republicans like, and now we will make a base camp and hit the summit in the morning.
But let's see if we can get a larger map here. But you can see this is kind of the border of Tennessee over here.
Oh, it's a little light.
It's a little light. It's along the river here.
What's that button right there? Yeah, what's that do?
I don't know what that means.
Did that help?
I don't know if that helps.
What's it showing? Maybe we're too close.
Maybe we're too close. Nope.
We'll hit the color button thing. Yeah, let's see what it does.
Oh, it gets rid of the water. It gets rid of the water.
Oh, very good for our Tennessee map. Got to get that distracting ocean out of there.
But yeah, so this river here is also the state line.
Yeah, Missouri's on the other side.
All right, so Memphis is at the very corner here of Tennessee, because there's the Mississippi River.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a very blue area when you consider the rest of the state, you know, outside of Memphis over here is all very Republican, all very red. But when you're mixing this in when we talk about the district maps, when we go back to the district maps, when you're mixing this very blue area in, which is the 9th, and you're turning it into, and it's heavily populated. Memphis is a big city.
It's that in Nashville.
You're mixing it in with these, I assume, largely rural districts.
Right, with no people in it.
Right.
They're going to lose those districts.
Right. You're going to, once again, they're thinning out their margins. Yes, there will be a Republican majority and a Republican margin, but you're thinning it out, and you don't know how fucking undecided voters and unaffiliated voters are going to vote this time.
They're pissed.
They better be drawing these districts assuming they're going to lose 15 points in every single district.
I don't think they've been running that math. I think this map plan was already in place. And enough shit has been going bad that they were like, all right, pull the trigger on the map plan.
Oh, and here's a bigger version of the new map.
There we go. Yeah.
So Shelby over here is where Memphis is. That's Shelby County. And so this little corner here used to be the district.
They should have just left it.
They should have just left it because this is one of the most populated parts of Tennessee.
For that half of Tennessee, yes, because Nashville is about in that, what is that, 6? It's in the middle of the 6 to the towards the northern border, maybe to the east a little bit. But that's where Nashville is. Right. So everything west of that is empty until you get to fucking Memphis.
Right.
So I don't know what that plan was, but
you know, and you know, the first district over here is fucking empty. There ain't nothing in here.
That's why it's so big.
Yeah.
It's not big because they wanted the most people in that district and it's the first one. It's because it's literally farmland and and I'm pretty sure over on the eastern side is Appalachian.
Right.
So probably starting in that yellow district, what is that, 8? I can't really tell.
Oh, the yellow one is the 3rd district.
So from the 3rd district eastward is mountains.
Right.
It's hill country. It's boonies. Moonshine. That is what's going on out there in Eastern Tennessee.
Oh, and this little county over here, Knox County, that's the county where Kane, the professional wrestler, is the mayor of that county.
All 38 of his citizens.
Yeah. My dog is having a dream.
Get him.
Get him.
Get him, Apollo.
Let's finish this one because we got to move on to the next one.
Remove representation from a majority black county, and they did that, and then that wasn't enough. They removed representation from all the Democrats in the state.
Maryville College political science professor Marco
Oh, we already
Gorman
heard this
says
part.
the move raises questions.
Oh, what can you do next?
He says another unanswered question is whether committees can effectively function without bipartisan participation.
Legally, they might be able to do that, but I think in terms of just good public policy and good democratic process, small d democratic process, you hope both sides are heard.
They don't care about that anymore.
No.
They're literally trying to just cheat to win at this point.
No,
So-
they're trying to create a one-party rule.
Yep.
And they're doing fascism. This is doing fascism. If you're taking away the representation of the other party and then you're stripping the other party of all their committee assignments.
Right.
Well, what do you expect?
I have one for you because she was invoked. Let us hear from her. Young lady, to the front of the classroom. Today.
The testimony before the Credentials Committee, the FDP had a lineup of very different people. They had Rita Schwerner, the widow of Mickey, who had been killed in Neshoba County. They had Martin Luther King.
Mickey Schwerner was one of the Freedom Riders.
Everybody knew King.
The seating of the delegation from the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party has political and moral significance far beyond the borders of Mississippi or the halls of this convention.
There she go.
But the highlight of the testimony was that of Fannie Lou Hamer. The sharecropper who had been evicted from her plantation had come to symbolize the Mississippi movement.
Mr. Chairman, and to the Credentials Committee, it was the 31st of August in 1962 that 18 of us traveled 26 miles to the county courthouse in Indianola to try to register to become first-class citizens. We was met in Indianola by policemen.
The president, Lyndon Johnson.
Who the fuck is this? Shut the fuck up!
Martin Luther King's.
Bob Moses, brother. Ain't nobody click this shit to fucking listen to you. Shut your ass up. The fuck? We want to hear Fannie Lou Hamer, the famous person, not you.
Testimony. He's afraid of Fannie Lou Hamer's testimony. And so he decides that the country should not see her testify live.
Johnson is in the White House, and he convened an impromptu
LBJ. All these Democrats are racist, okay? But not as bad as the Republicans.
Press conference.
We will return to this scene in Atlantic City, but now we switch to the White House and NBC's Robert Goralski.
They turned her speech off.
Oh, yes.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
On this day, 9 months ago,
He did it knowing that they would break away, thinking he might announce who his choice of vice president was going to be. Instead, he gets up there and he announces, get this, he announces that it's not.
He looks like a historian. That's how historians should look.
Tim, that's going to
What?
be you.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a historian. I'm not a historian.
Not yet. There's space on that wall for more degrees.
He's got the Bernie Sanders hair. I'm not saying that historians should be white, by the way. I'm just saying that they should look disheveled.
That's watch. You're gonna start getting patches. You're gonna start coming in here with fucking patches on your elbows.
Since
Tim, since when do you smoke? Oh, this pipe. I've always had this pipe.
It's gonna be one of those pipes so you can blow bubbles with.
Like Bart.
Dr. Connolly, who was there, was shot along with President Kennedy. So he announced a 9-month anniversary. Everybody's scratching their heads.
thank you very much.
I just want to tell everybody it is 9 months since our last tragedy, and I just want to say it was 9 months ago. Happy anniversary.
I'm an idiot.
Is her speech over? Because I'd like to go sit back down. It is? All right. Good night, everyone.
And then he leaves. And by that time, Annie Lou Hamer's testimony was over.
Bitch.
However, it backfired on Johnson because it became a story that she had been taken off television and in the news that night. And for days.
We call that the Barbara Streisand effect.
Days afterwards, they replayed her testimony.
I was carried to the county jail and put in the booking room. They left some of the people in the booking room and began to place us in cells.
She had Mississippi in her bones. Martin Luther King or the SNCC field secretaries, they couldn't do what Fannie Lou Hamer did. They couldn't be a sharecropper and express what it meant, right? And that's what Fannie Lou Hamer did.
Because they made it almost impossible for Black people in the South to not only vote, but definitely run for office.
Right.
And I think she was one of the first Black women to ever make it to Congress. But she had to fucking fight and struggle and the whole 9 yards. They wouldn't let her do the petition. They wouldn't let her do that. They don't want to take the paperwork. You don't actually qualify, over and over and over and over again. For what? It's Mississippi. Mississippi was just crown of the South. Just a jewel in the crown of the South. Just so much money, just pouring out. Just everybody just spending money all left and right. Everyone's rich. Just rich and handsome. Everybody in Mississippi was rich and handsome until her ass came around trying to register for a candidacy. Oh, here's a quote from Truman. It says here, thank you, Chris C. I should like to talk to you briefly about civil rights and human freedom. It is my deep conviction that we have reached a turning point in the long history of our country's efforts to guarantee freedom and equality to all our citizens. Our immediate task is to remove the last remnants of the barriers which stand between millions of citizens and their birthright. There is no justifiable reason for discrimination because of ancestry or religion or race or color. Harry S. Truman, U.S. President, addresses NAACP, June 29, 1947. But, I mean, still American president, still racist, still terrible.
It wasn't too long before 3 white men came to my cell. One of these men was a state highway patrol. He said, "We're going to make you wish you was dead."
But we're still here.
Okay. Hey, more fallout from the Tennessee redistricting.
Muted.
Oh, right. There we go. Let's try that again.
Tensions are continuing to rise from the Tennessee state capitol following last week's controversial special session on congressional redistricting. Now, Tennessee House Speaker Cameron Sexton has removed Democratic lawmakers from all House committees and subcommittees, accusing them of disrupting proceedings during debate over the newly approved congressional map. And today we are hearing from the state representatives at the center of it all on what they do and don't know. ABC 24's Lauren Turman joins us now from Reaction on both sides. Lauren.
Yes, Pepper, the fallout from Tennessee's congressional redistricting battle is quickly escalating just days after lawmakers approved a newly redrawn congressional map. House Speaker Cameron Sexton announced disciplinary action against Democratic representatives who were against that special session, a move Democrats are now calling political retaliation. After an intense 3-day special session at the Tennessee state capitol to approve a newly redrawn congressional map favoring Republicans, House Speaker Cameron Sexton sent a letter to Democratic lawmakers removing.
Due to the actions taken by members of the Democratic caucus during the second extraordinary session of the 114th General Assembly, aimed at disrupting the democratic and legislative process and creating disorder on the House floor. See, these motherfuckers are about decorum and following Robert's Rules of Order and all the bullshit. Like that's how they use their power, is to fucking shut people down.
You mean their white superiority?
Exactly. Their privilege.
Yeah.
These actions included, but are not limited to, interlocking arms in the well of the house. Yes, very, very disruptive. That.
How dare you hook elbow meat?
Blocking the aisles on the house floor. Oh man,
how were we supposed to get through? What if there was a fire, Tim?
Instigating and encouraging disruptions of the legislative process in coordination with paid protesters. They always use paid protesters and attendees in the gallery, including the disruption of earplugs to a member of our caucus. Oh, distribution of earplugs. Sorry, distribution of earplugs to a member of our caucus.
How dare you give them ear protection?
And how dare you pay protesters to show up at the gallery and disrupt our proceedings?
Y'all literally just redrew the whole map. You're like, you paid for someone's bus? How dare you?
How dare you? These people were paid hundreds of dollars to show up and protest on your behalf.
Tens of dollars. It would be really interesting to like take this take this moment and stick it in a time capsule. Y'all think this is bad? wait till that gas hit $8. You gonna be wishing that the motherfuckers was back in the state house. Like, come on, please, we really need you guys. Nah, motherfucker, nah. No quorum. Shut the whole fucking thing down.
Once again, I go back to that girl who was interviewed and that John Oliver put up on his show and was like, you're lucky we want equality and not revenge.
Yeah.
Because this is one of those moments where they're just fucking lucky that those people want equal treatment and they're not out for revenge.
Because imagine if they did this in like another country.
Yeah.
Try this shit in China.
Right.
Try redrawing the maps and disenfranchising people's votes in China. Try it in Israel.
Fucking
Russia.
Try doing that to the Irish. They didn't seem to like it too much.
IRA on your ass. I mean, of all the places that they say are like third world countries and shithole countries and crooked, horrible governments, they don't do this.
Right.
They don't do this. We're the only ones out here fucking redrawing the maps mid census so that fucking certain political parties can make sure that they don't lose. Like, what are we talking about?
France's government nearly rioted because they raised the retirement age 2 years.
They ain't playing that bullshit with y'all. It starts with 2 and it'll be 50. Nuh-uh. You get 0. Actually, we're gonna shorten it at 6 months now that you done made a fuss out of it. Shit.
Like, honestly, the Tennessee legislature is lucky that they're protected from that kind of stuff because they're a state legislature and they're not like the federal government. And there's so many layers of government between like them and other forms of government. They're protected by sort of the process and the system a bit. Like they got covered by the Supreme Court to do this. You know, they're the only ones to blame, which is why the Tennessee legislature is still standing.
And what part of the Supreme Court decision provides protection for them? None. So I don't know why they keep doing shit that is dangerous for them. Not that I'm making threats towards anybody. I don't need to. I don't need to threaten anybody. But if I was the mayor of a town and people started, not exactly enjoying the job that I was doing, canceling the election is a good way for me to like watch my back around town for the rest of the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like you can't deprive people of their rights without them reacting to it. And let me tell you, it ain't gonna be no black, no trans, no illegal, no like it ain't gonna be us that kicks this shit off. You are pissing off farmers and union workers and veterans.
And and on top of that, you're angering just all the minority communities in your state. Like,
can't you help us? Can't you help us get this under control? Nope, it can burn.
Right. And once again, going back to that lady in that clip from John Oliver, it's not her. She said it's not ours. So why should we care?
This shit don't belong to us. Let that shit get looted. Why the fuck do we care? You push people to the fringes of a society, and you want to keep the warm, glowing center all to yourself. And then you're like, won't you all help me protect the center? No, I don't care anymore.
You told me it's not mine.
I'll never see that. So I guess we're gonna just figure it out as we go. We don't want to use the rule book. We want to fucking freestyle it. All right. A lot of people are really good at freestyling. A lot of people are not. So,
but yes, once again, we are not advocating for violence in any way, but
yeah, don't have to. Not necessary on this. Not necessary on this network.
Just like Mark Wayne Mullen, we don't support it, but we can see it.
It's coming. These people are unhappy with what y'all are doing. You should probably reverse course, right? Because I mean, who do they think is going to vote for them?
Yeah, white people.
They're mad.
Right. The white people that aren't mad.
All those big fucking huge rural districts, yeah, those have farmers on them.
Yeah.
You think the farmers are happy with the Republicans right now?
Man, once again, the farmers in this country need to take a lesson from the farmers in Europe that were shutting down everything.
Yeah, start dropping off manure at 1600 Pennsylvania. Just start fucking putting dirt and fucking fill up that pond with fish or some shit. I don't know, with frog eggs.
Show up with your tractor or your truck, park it in the road, and say, "Oh, there's no gas. I can't afford it.
Can't afford gas to move," or whatever that guy's time was. Can't move gas too high or some shit like that.
But I mean, that's going to end up happening at some point.
Or if it's not to DC, they'll just be blocking local highways and everything until whatever they need to do to fucking get people to pay attention to them is exactly what they're going to do. Because they would much rather disrupt the normal flow of things than starve to death. So they're going to continue to disrupt shit until they get what they need.
And you're right, Mikey. More and more, like, it's a bigger and bigger swath of the population that's getting pissed off by this for different reasons. But it's a bigger and bigger swath of the population, and we are getting towards like general strike territory.
They're just not going to show up until Trump and his admin are gone. It's just going to be a complete shutdown of the whole everything. And is that going to serve anybody? No. So just do the fucking right thing.
Yeah.
Just you can't get away with it. We caught you. Your hand's in the cookie jar. We see your hand in the cookie jar. Do not put that cookie in your mouth.
Instead of complaining about the use of props and noisemakers on the floor of the house, or the flagrant disregard for permanent rules of order in the house.
Okay. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Them from all House committees and subcommittees. State Black Caucus Chair Representative Jesse Chisholm says it's draining.
I'm numb to it because you know we.
Oh yeah, Adams is right. And have 10 farmers behind the one calm farmer for the news crew.
Standing there with their arms crossed.
Just looking as menacing as possible.
Seen so much
wait,
disregard.
what? I'm on it.
Yeah, look it up.
For process, so much disregard for people, our colleagues, that, you know, this doesn't surprise me at all.
On the final day of session, some legislators were seen linking arms on both the House and Senate floors in opposition of the vote. In the letter to Minority Leader Karen Camper, Sexton said the lawmakers' actions were intended to disrupt the legislative process and create disorder inside the chamber. He cited several incidents, including interlocking arms in the House well, blocking aisles, encouraging disruptions, and showing what he called a flagrant disregard for House rules. Democratic lawmakers have since taken to social media to voice their frustration over the decision, including Representative Justin J. Pearson, who recently relaunched his campaign for the newly drawn 9th Congressional District. He sat down with R. Pepper Baker to discuss the importance of these committees.
In the committee is the opportunity where typically you have the chance to ask questions, offer amendments, and interrogate the legislation before it moves forward relatively rapidly. And so by taking away mostly black folks and all Democrats off of these committees, it is again a consolidation and a wielding of power.
State rules allow for this action to happen. Tennessee Law Article 2, Section 12 states that each house may determine the rules of its proceedings and punish its members for disorderly behavior. Camper also responded in a letter writing, "If standing up for democracy, fair representation, and the people of Tennessee comes with punishment from those in power, then we will endure it with our heads held high. We are hurt, we are disappointed, but we are not intimidated." On the other side, United States Senator Marsha Blackburn, who pushed for the congressional redistricting effort, posted on Facebook applauding Speaker Sexton's decision. Chisholm told us there has been
Blackburn is another one. She needs to go.
no further communication from Sexton to representatives besides this letter, and no clear timeline for how long this may last. But despite these developments, Democrats have no plans to back down.
We need to make sure we go out there and vote. We need to make sure we educate ourselves on the process, and we need to make sure that we get active. I heard a question once, someone asked, what would you be doing in the civil rights movement? Well, you're doing it now.
And as Democrats continue fighting against both the new congressional map and the disciplinary action that was taken against them, many of them are throwing their support behind the lawsuit filed by the state's Democratic Party. We have reached out to Speaker Sexton multiple times for additional comments, and he has not responded. In the studio, I'm Lauren Turman.
Yeah, you notice the people who aren't responding are the people doing the crimes.
What? How could you prove such a thing?
There were several developments today in the ongoing redistricting battle. Missouri's Supreme Court cleared the way for a new map supported by President Trump that could net the GOP an additional seat in Congress. But in South
Missouri
Carolina,
is very duplicitous. because the women in Missouri were like, no, we want to keep our abortion rights. Like, we want to keep our women's health care available to us. So they voted for Trump, and then they passed a referendum on whether they could expand the women's health rights in their state only. And it's like, you know what? You're always trying to do some slick shit. Always trying to get away with some slick shit. The land of Billy Long, by the way.
Hold on.
Mr. Tax Preparer.
Slick snake.
To redraw that state's map stalled after that state's Senate failed to reach the required 2/3 majority. 5 Republicans joined Democrats in opposing the proposal. And in Louisiana, lawmakers there are pressing ahead with a new redistricting plan just days before the state's now delayed House primary elections. All of it comes as the U.S. Supreme Court has continued to narrow key protections in the Voting Rights Act. As Liz Landers reports for our Race Matters series, once the lines are finalized in Louisiana, the political consequences will be measured not only in red and blue, but also in black and white.
Whose house? Our house! Whose house?
Whoa!
Protests outside the state capitol echo the heated debate inside as lawmakers deliberate over how political dividing lines are drawn.
Shut it down!
This is the Louisiana State House. The Senate and Governmental Affairs Committee here has started the process of redrawing the congressional maps in this state. Hundreds of people have shown up for the public testimony. Just a couple of weeks ago, the U.S. Supreme Court struck down Louisiana's congressional map. The conservative justices narrowing the Voting Rights Act and a provision protecting minority voting power when states draw district lines, as Louisiana did when it carved out a second majority-minority district in 2024. That sent state lawmakers back to the drawing board, where they may eliminate one or both of the seats, both held by Black Democrats. A map like this would give U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson, whose Louisiana seat they'll protect, a better chance of holding on to his Republican majority and gavel next year.
And I think all states who have unconstitutional maps should look at that very carefully, and I think they should do it before the midterm.
The fallout from the Supreme Court's decision isn't limited.
MAGA Mike.
And see, and notice how he said unconstitutional maps.
Yeah.
He knows what they're fucking doing.
Yeah.
This is why they have it written with so many fucking obvious apparent loopholes in it, so that they can do this later. That's why we need to throw away the Constitution we have, and we need to rewrite the whole fucking thing without the loopholes. Without the loopholes.
What loopholes? We'll talk about that in a bit.
Limited to Louisiana. In the days that followed, Republicans in Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
But the Southern strategy doesn't exist, guys. There's no such thing as a Southern strategy.
No, I'm sure one of the little fucking robots will be here in a second. Oh, actually, the Democrats were in the KKK.
Yep, that's true.
With their dumb motherfucking asses.
Began the process of shifting districts in their political favor, joining an unparalleled mid-decade redistricting fight.
Man, look at all those southern states redistricting.
Immediately.
The only one that's not is Georgia. Oh, boy.
Well, Georgia has a lot of black people in it.
That's true.
Potential to net 10 or more seats for the GOP in November.
Not going to help.
Back in the Bayou, the state's primary elections were already underway when Republican Governor...
You're going to have to create 40 motherfucking seats. 40. If you want to retain your majority. And it ain't going to happen.
Sure
Jeff Landry declared a state of emergency, suspending the House races so new boundaries could be drawn. In the past, new maps would often take effect for the next election. But Landry told 60 Minutes Louisiana couldn't wait.
The highest court of the land says the map that you have is unconstitutional, so we don't have a map under which our voters can vote on. If anybody has a grievance, take it to the United States Supreme Court.
Just outside the crowd.
Oh, my God.
He was like, look, we're just trying to follow the rules. We're just following the rules. You can't fix our racism. That's not in the rules. Racism in the rules. Fixing racism not in the rules. You gotta take it out.
Guys, we got to follow the rules. And that's what they'll say, guys. We got to follow the rules. That's what Johnson said. He's like, well, you have unconstitutional state districts, so you got to fix it. It's not in the rules.
It's against the rules to have a fucking insurrection and then run for office. But there are plenty, but each of those red fucking states was perfectly fine leaving Trump on the fucking ballot when every one of those fucking secretaries of state knows that that motherfucker is ineligible for fucking election.
Mikey,
they did it anyway.
Rules for thee, but not for me.
For my friends, anything. For my enemies, the law.
Protesters. Jonathan Davis, a small business owner involved in Republican politics, says the race cancellation is weird, but the court's decision was overdue.
I would look at that as this was supposed to happen previously. We should have gotten rid of the
Let me
racist
see your
districts
search
a
history.
long time ago and made sure
You look like you're not
people
allowed
could have
around
equal
schools.
representation among the voters.
How are you?
On the other side of the
Running backs.
political
All right, I
aisle,
shouldn't
Democratic
talk over.
Congressman
Let
Troy
me hear that bullshit lie again. Yeah.
Cancellation is weird, but the court's decision was overdue.
I would look at that as this was supposed to happen previously. We should have gotten rid of the racist districts a long time ago and made sure that people could have equal.
Which racist districts?
It's racist to not let us white people be in charge of your entirely black neighborhood. You're discriminating against us, dominating you, and not letting you. By letting you pick your own people, we're actually disenfranchising ourselves, is what we've learned.
Yes. We need to get rid of all the racist districts.
Where's the moderate whites I keep talking about? Y'all always looking for moderate Muslims. Where are the moderate whites that are against this?
This guy would probably consider himself one.
And that's what I have to explain, that y'all are elevated whites. I have pushed you up a tier. I have ran you through some black filtering.
Representation among the voters.
How are you?
On the other side of the political aisle, Democratic Congressman Troy Carter is waiting to see if a new map will erase his base of support.
Are you worried that you're going to lose your seat?
No,
You
I'm
know,
not worried.
and I want to bring up this topic of representation. If we were to break it up by representation, actual representation in this country of people, 51% of both houses of Congress would be women.
They are.
But they're not.
What? I'm pretty sure they are. There's tons of women.
I think they just barely break a third.
Right. There's just no good women in those districts, I guess. No women smart enough in those districts to run for office.
What is the Black Congressional Caucus? How many African Americans are there in Congress?
128 is my guess.
Let's look it up.
I'm pretty close, I think.
62.
Damn.
62. So
I doubled it.
Let's do out the math on that a little bit. So there's 535 members of both houses.
Yes.
So let's see. 62 divided by 535. That's 11% of Congress.
We're missing. We're 13.5%. We're gonna need some more representation. And also, we never said, "Oh, we need representation that is all black people." No, motherfucker, you can't crack up our district so we can't vote for people to look after our neighborhood. That's what it is. And as much as these motherfuckers love the Electoral College, they love the Electoral College because it gives their little dinky ass states an elevated sense of importance and voice. This is reverse Electoral College.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't matter how many people in a neighborhood vote. That neighborhood's 5 districts now, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
The Hispanic population makes up about 19% of the total population. So let's see. What's the Hispanic caucus?
Yeah, they're learning the hard way that these country Southern gentlemen are not on their side like they thought they were.
Oh, 42. 42 is the Hispanic caucus in Congress. That's even smaller, but they have an even larger population in the country. So when we talk about representation, we're not actually talking about representation. We're talking about more white people in Congress.
Just no blacks.
Just no blacks, no Hispanics, and definitely as few women as possible.
Yep.
About me at all. I'm worried about us as director of security. This is not a singular battle. This is about the people. African Americans should have the right to choose the person of their choice to represent them. But that means you can't just come in and summarily crack us up, break us up.
So now we move backwards with a Supreme Court decision that will go down as one of the most racist rulings in our nation's history.
For voter Leona Tate, the civil rights movement isn't just history, it's memory. She was 6 years old when she enrolled in what had been an all-white school in New Orleans. She and several other young black students became the first to desegregate a New Orleans school.
I had no idea what racism was at that time, but I knew by 3rd grade that it was the color of my skin that made a difference. I just can't believe that it's still happening 66 years later.
Because we never finished.
To me, that's how I feel. It's really cheap.
We never finished the civil rights movement.
It never stopped.
And it stopped, but it wasn't complete. We weren't done yet.
We didn't pass all of the laws that we needed to pass.
Correct.
And the Supreme Court did not uphold those laws properly. It's like what you said, Mikey. They're reversing everything. They're just, oh, well, we fixed racism back in the 70s and 80s, guys. So all we have to do now is get rid of the policies that we used to fix racism.
Yep.
Because we don't need them anymore.
Let it stay broken.
We live in a post-racial society. So we don't need that stuff anymore. We had a black president, one black president. That's all you get.
And he wasn't even that great.
Oh, and you got a half black VP too. You should be satisfied with that.
Now, don't think you're going to keep voting. Now, we already let you have that. You can't vote no more.
No, we're going to start repealing some amendments, like that birthright citizenship stuff from the 14th Amendment. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore.
If he does that, Melania's got to go. She broke the rules. She came here before she got her visa, and she overstayed. So that makes her ineligible for citizenship. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and head on off to CCOT now.
That's an ominous statement. Everything is like Mikey said.
It's true. That's why I don't talk as much as I used to. It's dangerous.
No, and it's really
He has the power to make his thoughts reality.
My dreams become real life.
Oh no.
That would be bad. So many titans. So many.
illegal, you know.
It does bring back.
We're lucky he doesn't get that much sleep.
Right? I feel like the world gets better every time I sleep, but I can't. But I can't.
That feeling from a long time ago, and it's not a good feeling.
The state's congressional map has been challenged and changed several times recently. After the 2020 census, legal battles ultimately led to the creation of a new majority-minority district, District 6. Democratic Congressman Cleo Fields was elected to that seat in 2024.
You've been hosting a number of town halls here in your district. What are you hearing from voters?
I mean, voters, first of all,
Oh, is that what's his name? That fucking Keebler elf? Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be joining that Shields of America thing, I think.
Yeah, that fucking Nazi.
With a little SS coat.
Yeah. Pretending he was hard.
A motherfucker was 4'9.5".
He throws a grenade like a child.
With a trench coat on, throwing flashbangs at people.
Just like, eh.
I'm telling, I do not understand why these people continually say, well, they can't mess with us because we're the authority. Unless people don't want to give you that authority anymore.
Right. Unless they don't. So
you're not going to get that genie back in the bottle. That's all I'm saying.
So we had the final for my class recently. And one of the questions I put on there for extra credit was, in society, where do rights come from and what makes those rights real? And I told them, hint coming, it's not the Constitution.
It's a social contract.
Right. The Constitution is just a fucking formal document.
Writing it all down.
What makes rights real is everyone in the society agrees that we all get those rights.
Yep.
And there's enforcement of those rights. That's right. This is a test.
God damn it. I passed.
But when certain people don't have those rights anymore.
Can I go to the bathroom?
No. You can't. You got to take the bathroom pass. And it's already out. It's already out.
Oh, God damn it. She's just on her phone. I actually have to go.
I'm so glad my students are college students and I don't have to deal with high school.
I gotta pee again.
This is what I tell them at the very beginning. I'm like, listen, you're in college now. I don't care when you go to the bathroom. I don't even really care if you use your phone. Just fucking pay attention to class. As long as you show up to class and you do good, I don't care what you do.
It's not my business.
It's not my business.
You're a grown ass adult.
Right. You're an adult. We're in an adult setting. It's fine. Just don't disrupt the class.
No, God damn it. See, this is what happened last time. We gave Tons the fucking bathroom pass and he went and used his bathroom.
Yeah.
2 hours we were waiting.
Trump failed his right. Read John Locke.
Yeah.
Read John Locke. He wasn't the greatest dude. But as a philosopher, he had some pretty good ideas that Thomas Jefferson stole. So,
do you want John Locke or do you want John Brown?
Right.
Because John Brown is that's what history tells us is the next step.
Right.
And if that's what they're trying to like activate in people and they think that they're going to win that, like they're so arrogant and dumb. Just so dumb. You're not going to win a fight against 340 million people.
Right.
I don't know what you think you're going to do. And as soon as this food situation gets all fucky, they're not going to listen to anything you have to say. Yeah. Even if you have food, they're not going to trust you. They're just going to take it and then continue to look for more food.
But once again, even the food situation, you're limiting the rights of some people to get food with the whole Texas food stamp stuff that we talked before about.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like you're changing around people's rights. Women's rights have been altered, minority rights have been altered, and the rights of the poor have been altered. Those are not good for maintaining a stable society. You're creating greater stratification between social, economic, and racial groups. It's just gonna be terrible. It leads to some bad stuff, guys. Like what they're doing leads to real bad stuff.
And the thing is, they won't get anything out of this.
Exactly.
Even if they win, they don't get anything. They're going to have to come back to a reasonable spot to win an election again, which is not where they're going now. Now they're in there. They're trying to do the rub your nose in it shit. And they're trying to do like a victory lap and gloat. You can't gloat from the last election during this midterm.
Right. You can't.
You barely won, and now everything is tits up.
Well, and you know, that dumb motherfucker from earlier was like, oh, Trump won by a wide margin. He didn't. He never answered the question, but he won by less than 1% of the popular vote.
The couch won the fucking election with 90 million votes.
Right. People stayed home.
Yep.
So Trump didn't have a mandate to do any of this, and he acted like he did. He wonders why that. Well, I don't think he wonders why anything, because he doesn't have a brain anymore. But the people around him wonder why they're so unpopular, and they wonder why the Republicans are losing all these special elections.
Keep on the Trump message. Say that just do what Kamala did with fucking Biden with her dumb ass.
Right.
Just do exactly what Kamala did. Just fucking, there's no daylight between me and President Biden. And if I could go back, I wouldn't change a single fucking thing. That is the exact wrong message that people want to hear. And these motherfuckers are changing the maps so that they can keep the same thing that everybody has hated for 2 years. We tried this the last 4 years and the last 4 years before that. This is a 16-year cycle of dumbasses.
Yeah.
Literally running on, I will never do what the last guy did, and then proceeding to do exactly what the last guy did.
Well, and the MAGA folk are constantly being turned on by their own dude. Like,
and they just roll off their back. It rolls right off of them like he didn't say it to them specifically.
Yeah, but different segments of them are now being pissed off by various things. Like the Iran war has pissed off a segment of them. The Trump phone thing that they never got their phone that they bought. I saw that coming.
That has got to be the biggest "oops, I fell for it again" award. The Trump phone is just a trophy of you are gullible. He is never gonna give you a single product that you order from him.
Tons of mice, $5. Tim's hat 2026. Tits up, Canada.
You just smack something else instead of your elbow, I suppose.
And it goes to show that there are a number of countries, and Canada included, that are seeing record people from America applying for their citizenship.
Better hope the nurses and the farmers don't leave.
Yeah, man. They're guaranteed the doctors are trying to leave.
That's what I'm saying. So what are we going to do when all the doctors go for greener pastures because these fuckers have deliberately decided to not water our lawn in the middle of the summer? They're doing it on purpose.
We're good. And the topic of the show was supposed to be the economy, but that has gone so off the rails. But the economy is being propped up by one thing and one thing only, and it's AI.
Yep.
The stock market no longer bears any resemblance to what the actual economy is.
I'm just waiting for everybody to be like, oh, yes, AI is here. Now that I've lost my job, now I'm going to get my UBI check.
Not under this administration, not with these people in power.
They don't care.
They're already taking all the money they can and running as soon as they're no longer in power. I guarantee it.
Look at Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah. Look at fucking Kristi Noem or Pam Bondi or the grifter in chief Donald Trump.
After a couple $1 million, they all just kind of join the same team.
Right. It's so crazy that they all believe that they're going to get something out of this. And really, no one is, except for the 20 people at the top who are going to take the money and run.
Well, I'm the one that turned us from making $1 billion to $1.2 billion. So I should get $1 billion bonus.
Right.
No regular person can work like these CEOs do and get away with that shit.
Oh my God, I know.
No one can get away with that shit.
Hold on.
Trumpfield, says the stock market is just basically wealth distribution. Yeah,
it is. It's gambling too. And
the top 1% owns half the stocks.
People don't trade anymore. Like, it's all algorithms and AI that's doing all the trading, which is why the stock market is reaching these new heights, because it's just trading based on algorithms.
Right.
Like, it's already done before it happens. And the way that all the commodities markets are, like, if you look at oil, there is no reason that the stock market should have hit 50,000 again today. Literally none. Except for all of these fucking major oil companies are now going to report record profits because oil is over $100 a barrel.
And they're not selling it to Americans because that wouldn't be the greatest income driver.
Right.
So, we're going to drill, baby, drill, but you can't have any of the oil. We're selling it. BP gets to sell it. Amoco gets to sell it. Everyone's going to sell it, but not to you. Not you. You get nothing.
Meanwhile, in our top-down economy, these companies are making record profits. Meanwhile, the farmers who are actually supplying us with all the food are being squeezed by them, by their seed producers, by the people selling their products,
John Deere,
by the companies who make their equipment, and they're all going to go out of business.
I think it was what, January last year, where like tractors and shit had a reduction in price in the first time ever because the dealers had extra product from all of the shotgun decisions that a lot of these farmers were making because they're hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt due to fucking Trump's tariffs and everything else that he's doing.
Oh, I was going to make this point yesterday about not tractors, but used cars. And one of the indicators of the impending fucking recession is the lowering in price of used cars.
Yep, that's a sign.
And while everything else has gone up, if you look at the inflation index, and by the way, inflation is at 4%. If you look at CPI, the price of used cars is down 0.5%, and that's bad.
But that's good for oil companies. Why do you hate billionaires? You know it's a slur to say tax the rich.
The price of new cars has also dropped by 0.2%.
Yeah, because BYDs are coming.
Nobody's buying cars. One, they're too expensive, and two, the fuel for them is too expensive.
And they're not the best cars on the market anymore. Sorry.
So that's an indicator of the economic downturn that is coming, regardless of what the stock market says.
Canned food, everybody. Canned food.
Start your victory garden now.
For real. Like, not even joking. If you have a Home Depot or something by you, and you need to go there for like lawnmower tips, I don't know what you fucking plunger. I don't know what you're buying. I don't know what a caulk gun and a level, whatever you're purchasing.
A caulk gun and a level, boy.
Getting freaky over there. Do yourself a favor, look at the seed section and just grab some. Just grab some lettuce, grab some cucumbers, stuff that you would eat. Even if you don't plant them, even if you don't do it, just buy them.
I'm planting an onion garden.
Hey, Tim, I got these salt bags I want to send you. Just pour it on your garden. It's a good fertilizer. Get it right in the dirt.
Now, I'm planting onions and potatoes because they are necessary.
Yeah, and your potatoes are going to taste like onions just because you grew them next to them. I'll taste it.
I'm going to cross-pollinate the onions and the potatoes, and they'll get like weird
properties.
Potatoes.
Fragrant potatoes.
Fragrant layered potatoes.
Sounds very fusiony French.
Yeah.
Hibiscus fucking potato cream.
Onions with a very starchy center.
Liquid nitrogen bubbles. Gastronomy shit.
The election had already started, and ballots had already been cast. Over 100,000 early vote ballots had been cast. Over 40-some thousand had already turned their ballots in. That's the number one thing I try to deal with, you know. Is the election on? Is it off? All these lawsuits, what does it mean?
Fields told us he's not interested in running against Carter if State House mapmakers draw them into the same district. He places blame for the redistricting arms race squarely on President Trump and argues Republicans are twisting the Supreme Court's ruling for their political gain.
It didn't say you had to suspend the elections, that's for sure. And it didn't say you, Representative Carter's district had any problems. And the third thing it did not say, it didn't say you could not draw a second majority black district.
Fields has seen this show before. In the 1990s, he was a congressman for Louisiana's 4th congressional district. That was also redrawn, and he lost his seat in 1997.
For him, it's Groundhog Day. 32 years later, he's facing the same thing he did in the mid-90s. But the more things change, the more they stay the same.
I hate it.
This is Jim Easter, and welcome to Talk Louisiana.
Yeah, I hate that saying.
I don't like that phrase.
Yeah.
My TISM doesn't appreciate how non-literal it is.
Jim Engster has spent his career covering Louisiana politics.
What have you heard from callers and people that you speak to in Louisiana? Are people supportive of this decision, or do they think that it is confusing or potentially unfair or even racist?
All of the above.
Engster walked us through Republican leaders' calculus as they draw new maps. He says the GOP can safely create a 5-1 map. 6-0 would be a bit riskier. The Supreme Court's ruling prevents dividing districts by race, but party is fair game. And here, blue and red can functionally produce the same map as black and white.
In Louisiana, about 80% of the white people are voting Republican, and about 90% of the black people are voting Democratic. So
what the hell?
It is nearly impossible to separate race from partisanship.
Governor Landry defends the Supreme Court's decision and distinction.
You cannot say that we are all created equal and that states must treat everyone equal under the law and then allow a law to sort people based upon race.
He's hoping the Supreme Court.
He even brought up MLK.
That's not even what it does.
He even brought, I think, like Martin Luther King, we should judge someone by the content of their character, not the color of their skin.
Oh.
But their party affiliation, he never said that. Martin Luther King never said, don't discriminate by party affiliation. It's not my fault the Negroes are all Democrats and it just worked out in my favor. How was I supposed to know?
I love how the governors of Louisiana have a history of being the worst people.
Court's decision will mark the end of a decade's worth of near constant legal fights over political maps. Leona Tate doesn't see the fight of her lifetime ending anytime soon.
You've been fighting this fight for a long time. Is that tiring?
It can, but it has to be done. It has to be done. And I feel like I was chosen to do this, so I can't give up. I can never give up.
The new map hasn't been drawn yet. The suspended elections don't have a new date. But if history is any guide, there are likely more political and legal fights to come. For the PDS NewsHour, I'm Liz Landers in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
And again, this is Louisiana, y'all. This is Louisiana and Mississippi and Tennessee.
Ooh, Mikey.
Breaking news, the Senate unanimously approved a resolution to withhold senators' pay during future government shutdowns Thursday morning. The measure would come into effect after the midterm elections.
Of course.
Raphael was talking about this.
Yeah.
I just don't think that it's right that we should take a paycheck and die. You're trying to punish the new people.
Yeah.
That's what that is. You're trying to punish the new senators.
I mean,
for not going along with your bullshit. That's what this is.
This is overall good. This is what we want. We want them to not get paid if no one else is getting paid. but the time in which it comes to an effect is questionable.
What?
Yes.
Oh, John Kennedy. That's who it was. I think Senator Cruz back to it. The resolution brought forward by Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana said the senators would receive a back pay after the shutdown ends.
But also,
the way it works for other federal government employees.
This is ultimately a nonsense issue because they're all fucking rich.
Right. Independently wealthy. Completely aside from politics. They're already rich. Paid most of their own campaign shit.
Every year, every time there's a new Congress, they have the most millionaires of any previous Congress. They always fucking break that record.
That's because America is doing so well, Tim.
Yeah, no, yeah. We don't live in an oligarchy at all.
It's not like the oligarchs are just scooping up all the seats. That's not what it is.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with all the fucking millionaires and billionaires just being in Congress, right? Or
it
this
is
presidency. It's time for Viper Scott's Civics Corner.
I need a stinger for that.
Yeah, we do need a stinger for that.
I like how you put heavy sign.
Oh, I put heavy sign.
I was like, heavy sign? What's that? Oh.
Well, you know what?
God damn, you're an embarrassment.
I was going to push that.
Pathetic. They are effing pathetic.
I
doubt it.
So, let's see. In the Civics Corner, we're going to start Article 2 of the United States Constitution. If anyone wants to argue Article 2, this is where you would do it. The executive branch signed into effect and ratified with the rest of the U.S. Constitution in 1788. Because we didn't do a good constitution the first time around. In case y'all didn't know, we can talk about the Articles of Confederacy next. Those are wild. And it's not the same Confederacy as like the Confederacy of the South. The Articles of the Confederacy is like the original version of U.S. government. And it only lasted a few years because it was terrible. Anyway, so Section 1, Article 2. The executive powers shall be vested in a president of the United States. He shall hold his office during a term of 4 years, and together with the vice president, chosen for the same term, be elected as follows. Each state shall appoint in the manner of the legislature thereof, may direct a number of electors equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in Congress, but no senator or representative or person holding an office or trust or profit under the United States shall be appointed as an elector. So this is talking about the Electoral College. Each state gets to appoint a number of electors based on their representation in Congress. So there are 2 senators plus the number of House members they have. So each state can have a minimum of 3 electors in the Electoral College. And that makes up that whole fucking nonsense. That's why we don't this is why we don't directly elect the president, is because of this bullshit. But it also states that you can't actually be a senator or a representative or a person holding any office or working for the United States to be an elector. Those people are disqualified from being electors because they have a conflict of interest. This part, which was suspended by the 12th Amendment after the election of 1800, in which Thomas Jefferson and his running mate Aaron Burr received identical votes and both claimed the office. After many votes, House of Representatives chose Jefferson and soon thereafter amended with speedy approval. So this part was written out, but we'll read it anyway. The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for 2 persons, of whom one at least shall be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves. Sure. They shall make a list of all the persons voted for and of the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify and transmit sealed to the United States government, directed to the President of the Senate, which is the Vice President. The President of the Senate, in the presence of the House and the Senate, open all the certificates and the votes shall be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes shall be the President. If such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed, if there be more than one who have such a majority and have an equal number of votes, then the House of Representatives shall immediately choose by ballot one of them for president. If no person having a majority, then the 5 highest on the list, said House, shall in a like manner be chosen for president. So this is kind of a ranked choice voting for the president after the electors couldn't decide. Let's see, representation from each state having 1 vote. A quorum for this purpose shall consist of a member or members from 2/3 of the states and a majority of all the states to be necessary to a choice. In every case, after the choice of president, the person having the greatest number of votes of electors shall be the vice president. But if there should remain 2 or more that have equal votes, then the Senate shall choose by ballot the vice president. So this whole bit that was written out, it was changed by the 12th Amendment, basically says that when there's an election for president, the electors vote, and whoever that gets the majority of votes from the electors is the president. And then the second biggest vote getter is the vice president. So the winner is the president, kind of the loser is the vice president. That's what happened between Jefferson and Burr. Go watch Hamilton. And this got thrown out because it's very convoluted. And they basically thought, well, why should the loser be vice president? Originally, they were like, let's have a government of rivals. And, parties did exist at that time, but not like in the formal way they exist now. So it was like Federalists and Anti-Federalists. And they're like, let's have a government of rivals and see if we can do both. But when it came down to it, nobody could decide between Jefferson and Burr. So because of the convolutedness of this, Jefferson became president, Aaron Burr became vice president, and Jefferson wasn't happy with that. So he was like, we're going to change all that so that president and vice president both run on a ticket for different parties. The way we have it now, where there's a Democratic president, vice presidential candidate, and a Republican president and vice presidential candidate, and you're voting for a whole ticket rather than sort of a ranked choice thing where the winner gets president and the loser gets vice president. But that whole section is gone because it was a mess. Next, the Congress may determine the time of choosing of the electors and the day on which they shall give their votes. The day shall be the same throughout the United States. So this is like a January 6th, right? And also Congress determines when we have elections, the election day. No person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution, so anyone living in the United States at the time of the adopting of the Constitution, shall be eligible for the office of the President. Neither shall any person be eligible to the office who shall have attained the age. Neither shall any person be eligible to that office who shall not have attained the age of 35. So the minimum age for president is 35 and have been living in the United States for 14 years. He's back.
Okay, there it is. I thought I muted on my stream deck. I was like, I can't make it work.
Mikey, we're talking about the Article 2, Section 1.
We
just talked about the president is the president. He gets to hold office for 4-year terms with the vice president.
Unless there's Russian interference, then he gets another term.
Yep. And then the creation of the Electoral College.
which is bullshit and should be removed.
The original way that we elected the president and the vice president, which did get removed because it was bullshit, where the winner became president and the loser became vice president.
Maybe we should go back to it.
Maybe, but the rest of this was very convoluted about what would happen if there was like a tie, and then how many votes has to happen, and blah, blah, blah. It all got erased by the 12th Amendment. And then we got Congress determines the choosing, this weird little spelling of choosing, the choosing of electors and the day on which they shall give their votes, which is January 6th.
Nothing ever happens that day.
Many insurrectionists know.
Just a paltry 5 years ago, Tim, and they were rushing the Capitol. Seems like yesterday.
And no person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of the Constitution can be eligible to be president. And you also have to be at least 35 and live in the country for 14 years.
People of America. Oh, wait. People of America. Always had. I just remembered I'm over 35. We don't have to tolerate this shit anymore. I will put an end to all of this shit immediately. Immediately. Vote Mikey Famine for president. 2028. Tim's my vice president, even if he says no. I'll just fucking use SEAL Team 6, kidnap him like Maduro, and make him be the vice president.
I guess
no corner of the earth will be safe from my eyes if Tim tries to escape me. I'll be like Homelander and his little kid.
This part of Article 2 was suspended by the 25th Amendment, but we'll read it anyway. The original version of this was, in case of the removal of the president from office, or his death or resignation, or inability to discharge the office and duties of said office, the same shall devolve on the vice president, and the Congress may, by law, provide a case for removal, death, or registration or inability of both of the president and vice president, declaring what officer shall then act as president. Maybe we should kept some of that.
I thought it was just talking about the line of succession.
No, this changes. It says that Congress may provide by law for a case of removal, death, or resignation or inability for both president and vice president, and then declare who should be president, and such officer shall act accordingly.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. Until the disability be removed or the president shall be elected.
Can you fucking imagine after the midterms, fucking President Chuckles?
Yeah, I know.
Fucking President Chuckles. Are you kidding me right now? This motherfucker?
No fucking way.
No fucking way does he need to have his grimy little paws anywhere near the fucking nuclear button or the purse string, because he'll just give everything to fucking Israel.
The president shall at stated times receive for his services a compensation for which shall neither be increased or diminished during a period for which he shall be elected. So he can only receive the same amount of money for his entire term.
No raises.
And he shall not receive within that period any other emolument in the United States or any of them.
What's an emolument, Tim?
Emolument is a gift or money.
Huh. So no jets? Well, it doesn't say jets, does it?
It doesn't say jets. It says emolument. So a gift.
He's not going to fly around in an emolument, dumbass. He's going to fly around in the jet. Democrats are so stupid.
Oh, man. Corruption. Anyway. Before he shall enter the execution of his office, he shall take the following oath or affirmation. Quote, I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States.
The President of the United States. I thought you were swearing me in.
No. Are you president?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says I have to do the oath and then I'm in. It
Okay.
doesn't say anything about me having to win an election. It says before he enter on the executive of his office, he shall take the following oath. All right, I'm ready. I do solemnly swear or affirm
You missed the whole part where you needed electors to vote for you.
That I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. Scout's honor.
Scout's honor. I'm pretty sure the president violated this oath a few times.
What?
Yeah.
You mean when he wasn't supposed to be running anyway?
Yeah.
Because he's participating in an insurrection?
Section 2. The president shall be commander-in-chief of the Army and of the Navy of the United States and of the militia of the several states. Then called into actual service of the United States, he may require the opinion in writing of the principal officer of each of the executive departments upon any subject relating to the duties of their respective offices, and he shall have the power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. He cannot pardon impeachments. That's interesting.
It's almost like we already had rules for all this shit, and then people who didn't do it. You know, it's almost like we already have rules for all the shit that he was doing, but no one enforced them.
Yeah, no one has enforced this emoluments thing. Like, not at all.
Yeah, like the Trump coin is an emolument.
Yeah, literally.
World Liberty Financial is an emolument. The jet is an emolument.
Him creating his own currency that he is going to profit from is literally an emolument.
The ballroom is an emolument.
Yes.
All of this shit is an emolument.
The $1 billion or whatever that everyone had to give to a stupid peace committee. That's an emolument. Where's that money going?
Where is it written in the Constitution that he's allowed to do that? And then where in the Constitution is it delineated who is in control of the money, how the transparency worked, how they spend the money, how it makes it from this committee to another committee? Because just like those motherfuckers in Tennessee want to be, you know, sticklers about the rules, about every little thing, and we have to have decorum and what's the Johnson rules or whatever it is.
The
Robert's rules. Robert's rules. Yeah. They want everything by the letter and by the book for that kind of shit. And they're just going to look completely the other way while this motherfucker is filling his pocket.
Yep.
All of you ignorant bitches who come into this fucking side chat with tons of shit to say, where y'all at for the civics side of things? Fucking gone already.
They don't like hearing it.
Yeah, we come over here and start reading the fucking Constitution, and you motherfuckers scatter like roaches.
He shall have the power by and with. I've got the power. By and with the advice and consent of the Senate to make treaties, provided 2/3 of senators present concur. It seems like he can't be making all them deals by himself.
He's making lots of trade deals.
And by and with the advice and consent of the Senate shall appoint ambassadors, their public ministers and consuls, judges to the Supreme Court, and all the other officers of the United States. So that is why the Senate gets to confirm his cabinet and Supreme Court justice picks and all that stuff.
And the federal courts too.
Whose appointments are not herein otherwise provided for and shall be established by law. But the Congress shall make by law vest the appointment of such inferior officers as they think proper in the president alone, in the court of laws, and in their heads of departments. So that's just specifically, if Congress can't appoint these people and approve them by themselves, then the president gets to appoint them, but Congress still has to approve them.
Congress is pretty, well, typically they're usually pretty good at their job and they like to appoint people.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I want to read this part. The president shall have power to fill up all the vacancies that may at all hotels that may happen during the recess of the Senate by granting commissions which shall expire at the end of the next session. So if there are vacancies and they're on break, which shouldn't, like if there's a train crash or something.
Yeah. Or if someone quits because the president forced them out, then he can appoint a temporary person.
Like if Marjorie Taylor Greene ever made it to the Senate and then she decided to have morals, they'll like that.
Yeah. Section 3. He shall, from time to time, give to the Congress information of the state of the Union.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's Section 3 of the Constitution, or Section 3 of Article 2. And recommend to their consideration such measures as he shall judge necessary and expedient. He may, on extraordinary occasions,
Shithole countries. Look at this little black cancer kid. He's got brain cancer. He's Secret Service. Also, we're cutting cancer research. Good luck. Here's your badge.
Is that what the State of the Union's for?
Oh. Diz, that already happened.
Yeah, that is happening. That was in like 2016, 17.
South Carolina.
Yeah, the homegirl climbed up there and then fucking tore that shit down. And then they're like, the cops were waiting at the bottom of the flagpole and they're like, come down here. And she was like, no.
Also,
then
didn't
have to wait her out.
Didn't like Mississippi have the Confederate flag inside of their state flag?
Yes. Well, so here's some more like Southern racist history. The Confederate flag, like on the Dukes of Hazzard, like that Dixie flag, that's not actually the flag of the Confederate States of America. The Confederate States of America had a mostly white flag, and then the interior upper left corner, I forget what that corner is called. It'll come to me in the middle of the night. I'll just kick the covers off and I'll be like, rectangle name. But that thing, and then it's got like some colors and stuff in there. The one that they're running around with is the Mississippi. Yeah, that's the Confederate flag. That's the actual flag of the Confederate States. What these people are running around with is something that they came up with in the 50s, which is part of, I think it was Mississippi's battle flag during the Confederacy. And that's the one that became popular. That's the one that the white supremacists brought back during civil rights. So like the one that's got the crisscrossing, that is not actually the flag. So that's just this is the propaganda flag from 50s, 40s, 50s onward.
Yeah.
To combat the civil rights movement. This is the All Lives Matter flag. Before there was All Lives Matters, there was the Confederate flag. What about the Confederates? They had a fight too.
I was wrong. The Confederate States lasted for 4 years. So I definitely have shoes older than the Confederacy.
I'm pretty sure I've had fish last longer than that.
Man, my dog is older than the Confederacy.
Indeed.
Several times over.
Don't let me get started on dog years.
Where was I? Oh, yes.
But that's what that flag was.
Yes. He may, on extraordinary occasions, convene both houses or either of them in a case of disagreement between them. With respect to the time of adjournment, he may adjourn them to such time as he shall think proper. He shall receive ambassadors and their public ministers, and he shall take care that the laws are faithfully executed, and shall commission all officers of the United States.
What the fuck? And that is in case of what? Go back up to the top of that.
So after the part about the State of the Union, it says he may, on extraordinary occasions, convene both houses or either of them, and in a case of disagreement between them, with respect to the time of adjournment, he may adjourn them to such time as he shall think proper. So he can adjourn Congress if he wants to. He can be like, hey, you guys are pissing me off. Fuck off for a little while.
Well, that's not good. That needs to be removed too. That does not need to be in there.
Well, no one's used it.
Again, that needs to not be in there.
And then he shall receive ambassadors and public ministers
Yeah,
and blah, blah,
exactly. Yeah. Nah. No, not with him having motherfucker Sig Heiling at the fucking inauguration. No, that needs to go. Somebody mark that down for my new constitution that Section 3 will be removed. You don't need a State of the Union. The State of the Union will be replaced with a weekly report given via live stream from the Oval Office every week.
Mikey's fireside chats.
Goddamn right. It's my job to be accountable, baby. And I will have the live chat on. On the side of the screen, you just see fucking emotes.
Section 4, the president, vice president, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. I think this is...
It says, or.
Yes, or.
Impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. Doesn't have to be all of them.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It says or. It's very specific. And this is probably one of the most scrutinized sections of the Constitution as of late.
Well, it's just one guy in fucking particular.
Yeah.
Like
one guy who's been impeached twice.
Like, honestly, the whole Clinton shit, like, I fucking hate Bill Clinton. His fucking ashy ass, nasty fucking, including the crime for furniture, yes, for the vice president. Yeah, like I will never ever like Clinton. Of all the shit that Clinton did, the Monica Lewinsky thing is it?
Yeah.
Really? That's the scandal? Nothing to do with Israel and their nukes, huh? That was happening at the same time. But nah, that wasn't the scandal. That wasn't the scandal. Monica Lewinsky was the scandal. Of all the shit that, the crime bill, all the shit that happened in his presidency, for it to devolve to her and scapegoating her as his immoral pimple on America's ass.
Now, I am not a constitutional scholar, so I cannot say what constitutes high crimes and misdemeanors.
Felonies.
Yes, felonies, which the president has been convicted of. So
yeah, like this shit, like he's broken all the fucking rules. All we need is for the goddamn right wing to do their job. Yeah. All this shit could have been 100% avoided.
All right. Oh, wow. That's the end of Article 2. Hey, guys, we reached the end of it. That's a lot shorter than the congressional one.
That's Article 1's got all the election shit in it.
Yeah, Article 1's very long.
Yeah.
But yay, now you know how to become president, Mikey.
I'm running. Actually, Landon was like, if you're serious, I can tell you how to get it. So I was like, Landon, hold on. He's like, you'll have to do this, and you'll have to do that.
So,
yeah.
I was going to say, that is your Viper Civics Corner, sponsored by Viper Scott.
Viper Scott. I got to make a Viper Scott song.
Yeah, we got to make one for Viper Scott.
So hear me out here. Here we go. We should make like little stupid stinger videos.
We should.
Like for segments.
It would be hilarious.
Like us like going through our houses like through the fucking door. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like high quality cell phone photography here.
It would be hilarious.
To make some goofball kind of instant report, like breaking news or something like that. And we do the camera spin and we both do like the I forget what that's called, like news roll spin.
Oh, like B-roll and stuff like that. Yeah.
Where the newspaper fucking spins 50 times a slap.
Oh, yeah.
We should get some of those. We got to do a thumbnail photo shoot.
We do.
What do you, chat? Let me know. I find it horribly distracting and annoying. I don't know why it's the meta. Let me go big. Someone's in the corner doing this. And then there's like big fucking block letters and then some violent picture underneath it. Like that's like the meta for like thumbnails right now.
Well, yeah, and
I find that shit like just show me the picture. I don't need to see because it's the same surprised face.
Yeah.
For every shocking video, and it's the same angry face for every upsetting video. Like it's such weird, like brain rot training for people, and I don't like it.
We talk about this a lot off air, but like there's a lot of the same shit going around when it comes to AI generated fucking thumbnails that certain channels use. And it's exactly like you say, like it's very off-putting that there's all this shit going on in your fucking thumbnail. And it's all the same. It's all the same art style now. Like if you look at I've seen
I think Mr. Beast, I think it's the Mr. Beast format.
Yeah.
That just got like it's like a virus. Like
I've seen everyone is doing channels that have this, like channels who do not care about professionalism, putting up these thumbnails that are entirely AI generated that are like, these are today's headlines, and it's just a bunch of pictures, and then like you in the corner, like you say, reacting like, oh my god, and
everything's a mouth open, shocked face,
right? And you're like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this.
It's weird. I think it's weird. But I'm also like super artsy fartsy.
Well, and like if you want good thumbnails, like what I would consider good thumbnails for videos,
people blinking,
people blinking, yes, people blinking, hilarious, and I'm increasing my cache of people blinking.
U.S. House leaders announced bipartisan effort to combat sexual misconduct in Congress.
Yeah, they always fucking say that. They always fucking say that, and they never actually do it.
I mean, where is it? Oh, there it is. Nope, that ain't it. Fuck. I need to get that on here. Fuck.
You know what's a good example, Mikey? I think the Shody.
Blah blah gay sex. Blah blah Congress.
There we go.
If you look at the thumbnails for the Shody, it is like
it's the news.
It's like a mocking of them doing that, of like Cody's doing an expression and then there's a thing in the corner, but it's like a very mocking expression.
Maybe we should do here's what we'll do. We will we will comply. I think we need to do this more. I'm making a decision right now for the network. We're going to start with a lot more vicious compliance.
Vicious compliance.
If this is what people want, we're going to fucking do it. We're not going to do it AI though. I'm going to do it by fucking hand.
Oh no.
I'm going to do my own photoshopping like an adult. Okay, I'm gonna take fucking what's my man Carl Withers. I'm just gonna take his body from Predator and slap my face on it, and that's gonna be the thumbnail. I'm gonna be jacked. I'm gonna be huge, and I'm just gonna use my face in different fucking surprised ass fucking expressions on Carl. Would you like Arnold from Conan or
Can I have like?
Oh, how about Edward Norton from Fight Club?
No. I want Jesse the Body Ventura.
Okay.
From like the 80s.
Yeah. Can we be Bubba Ray and D5? I think it's kind of perfect. Or the Road Warriors.
That'll be hilarious.
We'll paint our faces one day and then so we can have it for our Road Warriors thumbnails.
Oh my god.
That's pretty funny. Or no, we're gonna do cool ones. We'll do like Samurai Champloo.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Because this is like I don't want to be like the old guy yelling at clouds all the time, but sometimes I'll be right.
Right.
Sometimes I be right.
Trying to see if I can find a good one of like Jesse Ventura looking absolutely ridiculous. Like some like
I forgot one more thing about this. Oh, now you want to do it now that Matt Gaetz is gone.
Right.
And like 6 or 7 more people have come out.
There you go. That's the picture I want. This one right here.
Okay. Well, this can you just grab it?
Yeah, I'll grab it. Or that one.
Oh yeah, grab them both. Grab perfect. Perfect.
All right, Mikey, one last story and then
or maybe I'll do Victor Wembanyama.
Oh yeah.
My body. No, I don't want to. He's a kid. I don't want to inculpate him.
One last story, Mikey, and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Oogie.
Guess what? Guess what is wrong
Oh.
with the state of Kentucky?
Nothing. It's perfect in every way. Muted.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it.
I have to punish you somehow, and I think singing is the best.
God damn, you're an embarrassment.
It's my DJ's machine gun punch. I only do it because it upsets you.
He's looking down the end of his little nose.
Tonight with those gas prices, it certainly impacts us all as we drive around Kentuckiana. And all new tonight, President Donald Trump says he will he would like to temporarily suspend the federal gas tax as prices soar due to the war with Iran. It's part of our top story tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm Doug Proft.
No, they're begging for a deal. They're begging for a fucking
yeah.
They're fucking blowing my fucking. They're blowing my phone all the way up. Okay. And not in a good way. They're calling me a lot when I'm trying to sleep, which is during my meetings. So I don't know why they keep trying to wake me up during my meeting. I'm trying to sleep. They're very boring, long meetings.
I forgot to grab that video, but did you see that meeting you just fucking fell asleep at? And then when a journalist asked him why he was sleeping, the White House was like, that was blinking. Actually, he was blinking.
Oh, you're like, that is a still, like, that is just, he's blinking and they snap the photos. Like, it's a video.
You know what? We'll grab it and we'll time how long he's fucking sleeping.
It's not a fucking thing. It's not, they're like, that is a screenshot. It's like, the video's rolling, miss. See how people are moving in the back? Uh-oh.
Oh,
uh-oh. Uh-oh.
your
uh-oh.
God.
Uh-oh. Hammer time.
Now it's pink.
Yeah, they are changing colors for us. This is new.
Viper Scott with 5 more memberships. Viper Scott, I have to ask.
You're spoiling us.
Why?
No fucking way.
It's loading so slow. Oh, there we go. I forgot I have it open already. Here we go.
All right, I got the buttons.
Bruno, genius.
I doubt it.
Mandy's Candy.
He's a real stiff.
Graham Hughes.
He'd come, maybe he wouldn't even come. I think maybe he wouldn't even come.
Zero the dog.
Like, is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your votes now.
Hell's bells.
I did this. Why can't you?
H. Jasper.
It can only good happen.
Okay. And that was it. Thank you again. Very, very, very generous. We love you. Damn. I thought they cut the grass already, dude. Like, this is like the 4th pass, dude. I think he's going to go park it in the trailer, and they parked it over here. Like, I thought I was done with the noise and him setting it in the leaf blowers.
Oh yes, I will clip
Yes.
both of the Civics from this week. They will be up over the weekend.
Do we have a playlist? I can put those in a playlist.
I don't think I did a playlist yet, but we can start
Okay.
one.
I'm gonna reformat that stuff anyway, because it's kind of like I don't think the headliners is going into the headliner show, so I think I got to go back for quite a ways and
I've been
grab
starting to
all of
put
our
the
stuff.
headliners clips into the headliners clips playlist.
Right, but I don't think the show actually populates to the headliners thing. So all those lives have to be moved. Yeah, it'll just take like 20 minutes probably. It'll be like 200,000 clicks, but it'll be like 20 minutes. So
Kentucky gas prices.
And gas prices have soared during the war, of course, as the critical Strait of Hormuz remains effectively shut.
Right now, the national average here in the U.S. was over $4.50 a gallon of gas right now for regular unleaded. Now, that's according to AAA. But right here at home, some measures are already being taken to help ease the strain on your wallet.
Pain at the pump for Kentuckians, but relief is on the
Look at that
way.
diesel,
Governor
baby.
Andy Beshear making this announcement just last week.
This order will reduce the gas tax by 10 cents per gallon, and it should reduce gas prices by 10 cents per gallon.
So here's something that cracks me up. This shit cracks me up. So my first like manager gig was at a gas station for like a grocery chain. Man, I'm talking about people would go up and down. This is right when gas was going up to $2 for the first time, and everyone was like, "Holy shit, what the hell?" When I got my first car, and bro, I'm telling you, people were going all over town for like 5 cents, 6 cents, 10 cents different. Bro, you got a 15-gallon tank. Your car weighs 6,500 pounds. You hit 3 red lights. You have saved nothing.
Yeah.
You have to remember what size tank you have or how much gas you're getting. 10 cents ain't shit. You talking about $1.50? $1.50 off of what? $80? Fuck that. I don't fucking care. Like at that point, I'm screwed. I'm already screwed. £1.82 diesel. Ooh, just put in 45. Damn. So it's dropped 45p. Let's see how much that is. Or 45 pounds.
45 pounds. That's probably like $50-ish. I filled up my tank.
Oh. Pounds? Nah, dog. It's more than that. It's like over 60.
No.
60,
Our currency is
60.33.
No, our currency isn't that devalued, Mikey.
$60.33 for
Jesus
45
Christ.
pounds.
I just fill up my tank for $55, and I have a fucking 12-gallon tank.
Ours was like that.
Yeah, I'm paying like $4.69 a gallon.
I paid $5.
Jesus.
I paid $4.99.
Jesus. Well, I'm sure 10 cents will help everyone.
Yeah, give me the fucking $1.50 off. That'll fucking help me.
Yeah.
That'll get me,
We talked
that'll
about this.
Get me 4 blocks further
Over
down
in the
road.
UK, they have ridiculous
Oh yeah.
gas tax.
Yeah.
We're paying a fraction of that in gas tax. But the
Right.
federal gas tax is 40 cents.
Right.
And every state has their own gas tax on top of it. Connecticut is another 25 cents, I think.
It's almost, I think it's 50 here. 50 or 75. It's a lot here. But
No. Jeez.
And how much was that? $60? Yeah, $6.33. So
Oof.
$120.
Yeah,
On the fill up.
the 80% tax on fuel.
Sheesh.
We're paying probably a 25% total.
Right.
For Kentuckians. I'm asking it to take effect as soon as possible.
The governor declaring a state of emergency in Kentucky on gas prices. That order taking effect today with the potential to save Kentuckians nearly $27 every month. Prices have dropped 10 cents per gallon. It's
$27.
This is what
you can get a number one from McDonald's for that.
This is what the smart people were telling you, stupid motherfucker. If they close up the fucking strait, there is nothing you can do locally to offset that damage, brother. We're all fucked. You can't just, I'm going to take the little bit of tax off. You ain't saving $2.
Open the
shit's
fucking street, you
$5.
crazy bastards.
It's $5 a gallon. Who the fuck gives a fuck about $2 at the end? $2 total at the end. That ain't shit. You can't fix this that way. You got to capitulate, dog. Just give it up.
They are effing pathetic.
Like they don't give a fuck anyway. Like they don't give a shit what happens in Iran. You got hyped up on some bullshit from Israel. You listened to them. You thought it was going to be in and out. You thought you'd be in Cuba by now. You thought because you got this visit with Xi Jinping. Yeah, the shit got way out of hand and now it's fucking tits up. You shouldn't have fucking did it. But now we're fucked. So you got to give Iran what they fucking want. Leave them alone. And get our shit back to normal. Tripping.
Some locations across Metro Louisville and started doing so on Sunday. But let's take a look at the average right now. According to AAA, the Commonwealth's current.
Bro.
One year ago, May 2025, Donald Trump has been president for 5 months at that point. Gasoline was $2.85 a gallon. No one was complaining. It was fine. It's a little higher than we like, but whatever.
And he was like, drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill.
We're going to get so low. It's going to be half. You're going to cut your energy bill in half.
So what is today for this video? 2 days ago. 2 days ago. The average price of gasoline in Kentucky is $4.27 a gallon. God damn.
All he had to do was not do nothing.
All he had to do was literally nothing.
If he just sat there in DC and literally never came out and just did his ballroom, I swear to you, no one would have bothered him.
Right.
If he did none of this and none of that, if he would have just like won and just sat in there and just didn't say anything and just fucking just sat there and just like fucking hooked up the White House and just played in indoor recess. If he just did indoor recess for the last 18 months, he would not, no one would give a shit. Dude, go for it. Paint the whole motherfucking thing. We're going to bleach it when you leave anyway.
Yeah, all he had to do was he could just fall asleep in front of every press conference, honestly. And we would have been like,
don't show up.
Yeah.
Literally just go golf, bro. Just be like, I don't feel like doing anything today.
All you had to do
in front of us. Go golf in front of us. I'm not even tripping.
Was nothing. You could have just done nothing.
Fuck off. Just literally just lay about. Lounge.
Yeah.
Just do fucking nothing. Be lazy as shit. Don't do nothing.
Take your schedule and mark everything as executive time and then just, where's the president? Yeah. Whatever.
He's minding his fucking business.
What about you?
Do you know how to do that? You ever done that before? You want to try it out, mama?
Do you realize what would happen if this man did something?
If he just if he just sat his ass in Mar-a-Lago, didn't even go to the White House. He just stayed in Florida, won the election and just stayed in Florida and just hung out at his club up until like yesterday and didn't do nothing. I literally would be like, I don't know what Trump is up to, but I kind of like what he's up to. Maybe this is the way presidents should really like I would have had to change my whole script if he would have just sat on his ass and shut the fuck up. Even don't fulfill a single promise, but just don't do anything.
But no, he had to go out there and start a war in Iran. And then they shut down the Strait of Hormuz. And he's like, well, we're going to blockade your blockade, obviously.
Now NATO's looking at us like, hey, Canada, would you come into the back room with us? We just want to talk to you about a couple things. Mexico, can you come, please?
Can you guys come here for a second? America, stay right there. Just
America, this is no. Someone's birthday is coming, July 4th. We don't want to. Okay, can you just? Okay, he's gone. All right, listen. What the fuck are we gonna do about him? We're Homelander right now.
I know. And Canada's like, I know, right? Holy shit.
What is up with him? He's freaking out. I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
All he had to do was nothing, and we would still have a dystopia, but it would be a mild one. We wouldn't be paying $5 a gallon for gasoline.
I mean, the first time, the worst thing we got was COVID. And that was bad. But we lived. Most of us.
Now we
got Hanta and Iran. And he's pissed off NATO. And China I think he's going to be fucking wearing Mandarin collars for the next month when he gets back. You saw how he was after Mamdani. What? Gross.
What's going on there in Arkansas?
What is happening? The collapse has begun.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Mayor Mamdani, he started with a $13 billion deficit in the city of New York, and it's just gone. He just was like, well, I can fix it, and then he did.
No, but he read books with Obama, so we have to criticize him.
Like honestly,
I don't understand people anymore. I thought I did, and now I don't.
And they're like, oh, he's a communist or whatever. Whatever, man. He's doing the things that he said he was going to do, number one. And number two, those things are good things.
He's the mayor of New York. He doesn't give a shit about us outside of New York.
Right.
And people do not get that.
And the people of New York voted for him, and they wanted him to be mayor. And now he's doing the things he said he was going to do. Oh, you want more public bathrooms? He's doing that. You want community grocery stores? He's doing that. You want universal pre-K? He's doing that. He didn't tax people except for the ultra wealthy.
And Kevin O'Leary is having a shit fit.
Right. But guess what? He closed the $13 billion budget gap, which he is mandated to do by the laws of the city. He cannot run a deficit, unlike the president, who can do whatever the fuck he wants.
And Eric Adams just lied about the fucking numbers.
Right.
Which is how his budget somehow came out okay every time. He just lied.
But through government action and a bit of help from Kathy Hochul, the deficit is gone.
Told you.
And they're like, oh, he can't do that. How? Remember that interview we watched? We're like, how is socialism going to fix New York City? I don't know, guys.
I don't know. I don't know how the large party that can take a hit, taking the small hit versus everyone taking a big hit. I don't know. Must be some crazy sharing fucking idea. I don't
By the way, he did reduce the budget, but it was in places that they were just overspending on.
No, all the cops were fired. I just heard that the NYPD was dissolved because the jihad state has begun, and there will no longer be an NYPD. It will be the JYPD.
All he had to do was reduce overtime and fix department spending.
Well, you know who's in there with them? Our Empress, Her Majesty, Lena Khan, the Galactic Empress of all finance. We clash our shields for her.
Well, whenever we get some fucking random idiot in the chat, they're like, "Oh, Mamdani hasn't done anything for New York City. Oh, except for like fix the city. Like he just turned off the orphan crushing machine. And that's all he was like, oh, there's a button to turn that off. Okay. Oh,
I won't do that.
Hey guys, did you know you could just pull this lever and stuff get fixed?
You know, this thing just is plugged into the wall. You just unplug it. It doesn't work anymore.
Wow. It's funny what happens when there's not obscene corruption.
When you can't buy us, things get fixed.
Is sitting at $4.27 per gallon, down about 2 cents from yesterday. But that's still up a few cents from last week on the average. Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman called it a political move, but he has okayed it anyway. Coleman
This is
saying
identity
Governor
politics.
Beshear has vetoed.
Oh, that's right. The governor of Kentucky's a Democrat.
Beshear.
He wants to run for president.
No. There's not enough. You don't have enough sway, dude. Kentucky ain't that cool. Chill, bro. Pritzker's got this. Just everybody relax. Pritzker's got this. Okay.
Almost every tax cut that's come to his desk. Now he's just playing politics and running for president. Kentuckians stand with President Trump, and they're not buying what the governor is selling. Governor Beshear also announced last week that he will sign an emergency regulation to freeze the state's gas tax on July 1st. The governor says by freezing the gas tax to its current rate, it'll save you $1.7 million each month combined. The freeze would be for both regular and diesel.
I'm taking steps to help our Kentucky families because it's the.
How many people live in Kentucky? Like 7?
17. Tonsmai says, my cousin with the jihad state, he majored in moon splitting. Nice.
Right thing to do.
And Hoosiers will also be getting some relief at the pump. Was just some good news there, as Indiana Governor Mike Braun announced last week a suspension of the state's excise tax on gas and an extension of its sales tax suspension on gas.
And there's one other thing that's going to impact our gas prices pretty soon. Don't forget, right here in Louisville, the city's reformulated gas requirement, that's RFG, is going to be ending on May 27th, meaning more relief should be on the way.
Or
no, that means that you're going to be getting more alcohol in your gasoline. Baby. They can switch to summer blend, which means they can throw that alcohol in there, which means they can get more gas per gallon or per barrel.
Or you could just
open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards.
Because apparently the nuclear material is stuck. And Iran's like, if you want it, go get it yourself. And they're like, you're going to attack us. It's like, well, that's just a risk you're going to have to take.
Like, it's just fucking crazy, man. Just open the strait. Stop blockading the strait. Tell Iran, hey, if we'll stop if you stop. We'll stop if you stop.
Well, here's a problem. Trump has done, and I maybe I can find the thing I was watching yesterday. The Chinese are congratulating Trump.
For what?
For strengthening China.
Ah, yes.
They are so grateful for Trump and the way that he is really just making them look great. They are looking like the peacekeepers. They are looking like the calm and reasonable ones. And after these elections, I mean, we can talk a little bit about Taiwan here. The Taiwan current leadership wants to rejoin. So what do? You know what I mean? It's like we did all of that, and now Taiwan is saying, yep, we're ready to go back to our mainland. And I'm like, I think someone may have gotten to them already. So at this point, it's like, who are we protecting now? Or are we the ones enforcing something? Where did it go? I'm in my history. Oh, I was watching a J.M. Croft video. It was pretty cool. He was doing combo challenges with what's his face? Diaphone.
Oh.
She is still singing.
She's still throwing her blocks and going, ooh.
Oh, she's singing. Oh, she's watching Encanto. She's singing.
Oh.
The Encanto stage edition.
I see.
I think it was this. It was in the okay. This is old. I don't want this one. Oh, and I looked up that China because Trump's in China, by the way, in case anybody wasn't aware.
Yes.
That some of the reporters were getting shovey with each other.
Oh yeah, that was mentioned earlier on in the show.
Yeah, you can't see anything, and you can't really hear anything. So it's like, White House only, White House only, White House only, and then the camera's like up in the sky, getting jostled. Like, couldn't really tell what was going on, but it was a very impressive meeting room that they funneled into. Oh, Epstein news. Republicans now they don't give a shit anymore. Told you.
Shocking.
Fucking told you, man. They would say, and now that they're probably going to pretend to care for like another, what's today? Another 6 months, right around 6 months. They'll give a little bit more placation, and then they're just gonna fucking totally not answer people, ignore it, just do nothing. Like they're just gonna act like none of that shit ever fucking happened because they won't have to deal with this again until after Trump is gone.
Right. I mean, or you could just keep bringing it up.
But there's no way to get rid of them except for at the midterms.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're trying their hardest not to lose, but they're also trying their hardest to lose. Like it's a weird dichotomy they got going on over there.
Oh, this is it.
They're literally doing everything they can to fuck up their own election while trying to protect themselves from losing.
While trying to protect their own money.
Right.
Which is the craziest part.
They are working at cross purposes with themselves.
Right. Well, if we don't let them win, I mean, those tax breaks are pretty good, aren't they, Jack? Man, my 401k is looking amazing. Biden didn't touch them goddamn tax breaks. Didn't even sniff at them.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay. So we're all tripping. We're the ones that are crazy. Oh yeah, here it is. China. Oops. Shadowy A. Oh my God. I can't get started on that one. Where was it? Yeah, maybe this one.
Described it as a good meeting and said the two discussed Iran, trade, and energy. But beyond the pomp and circumstance, tensions are growing over Taiwan. Chinese state media reporting that Xi warned Trump that Taiwan, the democratic self-governing island that Beijing views as part of its territory, is, quote, the most important issue in China-U.S. relations and could create a very dangerous situation if mishandled.
I see that you've wasted 40% of your munitions over in Iran. And we grabbed all of our THAAD rocket interceptors. We pulled them out of South Korea and put them in Israel.
Right. Didn't we move a lot of ships out of the Pacific to go into the Strait?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking not very combat ready.
Yeah.
Not for that region. Not right now.
Observers viewing that as a threat. CNN's Will Ripley is live this morning in Taipei, Taiwan.
And funnily enough, our minesweepers are in the Pacific.
It seems like this island, with China has threatened to take by force, is really emerging for China as a key issue here of the summit. Meanwhile, it's sort of the tale of two straits. Meanwhile, you've got the Strait of Hormuz also lingering there with the president wanting China.
I thought she was in the room for a second. I was like, whoa, how the hell? Look like there was just lined up behind her.
And to help
like, girl, you better be quiet.
Yeah, it's interesting, Sarah, because the officials here in Taipei were sort of expecting this kind of language from Xi Jinping. It didn't come as a surprise that it was the first thing the Chinese state media reported, this comment basically saying that if the U.S. and China mishandled the issue of Taiwan, it could lead to a military conflict. We've heard that sort of...
Bro, in Taipei, sweating Swear, like, oh my God, Trump, don't fuck this up. Oh my God.
Thing from Beijing repeatedly over the years. It is noteworthy, but not surprising, that that was the first line of information that they chose to leak to the Xinhua news agency. I want to read you a little bit more of the quote that was reported.
Oh man, this is not going to be good. He over here quoting it. Don't you want to summarize, man? Just summarize.
By Chinese state media from Xi Jinping. He said, quote, Taiwan independence and cross-strait peace are as irreconcilable as fire and water, safeguarding peace and stability across the Taiwan.
Man.
Oh, fuck.
Oh boy.
He doing
that's pretty overt.
He doing poetry and shit. When the ice hits the sun's ray, like don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Irreconcilable as fire and water, safeguarding peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait is the biggest common denominator between China and the U.S. And because they were expecting that kind of language here in Taipei, there was a response very quickly from the Taiwan cabinet spokesperson, Michelle Lee. I'll read you that as well, Sarah. It said, China's military threat is the sole source of insecurity in the Taiwan Strait and the broader Indo-Pacific region. Continuous enhancement of defense and effective joint deterrence are the most critical factors to ensuring regional security. The reason why they talked about enhancement of defense,
right, and she about to lose that election. That's the crazy shit.
Defense is because one big concern they have here in Taipei is that behind closed doors, Xi Jinping could ask President Trump to either delay or stall or flat out deny a $14 billion arms sales package that Taiwan's parliament has approved, but it has yet to be approved by President Trump in Washington. It's still in limbo.
Oh my God. There is no way he is not getting wined and dined right now. Oh, you love Tesla? Have you heard of BYD? This car jumps.
That would be a major setback for Taiwan if President Trump didn't approve that package quickly, because it would basically indicate that
God damn it. God damn it. He can't. Why do they let him talk? Don't let him talk. Tell everybody he doesn't speak English. Did we try that? Can we go back? How many people heard him? All over? Over 1 billion people? Fuck. Damn. Fuck.
Willing to negotiate Taiwan's security in exchange for some sort of grand bargain. That was, of course, the big concern that
he looking constipated than a motherfucker.
Taiwanese officials expressed in the days and weeks leading up to this meeting. We heard from the Taiwan foreign minister, who said that he hoped the summit would bring no surprises. The deputy foreign minister said he was afraid that Taiwan could be on the menu. So even though they knew here in Taipei that Xi was going to press this claim that Beijing has had for 75 years that Taiwan belongs to China, even though Taiwan has had its own government and its own military the entire time, and also, by the way, happens to have the production of all of the world's, nearly all of the world's most advanced chips that are crucial to the United States.
Don't you be making no Winnie the Pooh jokes in the side chat. You're going to get us on a surveillance. You don't play that.
Deep investment in AI. Without Taiwan, the entire tech economy would essentially collapse if the supply chain were disrupted. So,
and that's what our entire fucking economy is riding on.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Not only did you assholes bet our whole fucking existence on AI, but the chips you need for it are in China's fucking backyard. God, you're stupid. Stupid. Where's my fucking button? Stupid.
Stupido.
Taiwan knows that they have that leverage. They're hoping that President Trump keeps that in mind when he's in talks with Xi Jinping and doesn't send the message that Taiwan's security is up for negotiation.
While President Trump praised President Xi, the Chinese president warned President Trump today that the U.S. and China could clash over Taiwan if the issue wasn't handled properly. Are both leaders further apart?
I don't think Trump knows how to do that.
The issues that Trump would like to acknowledge?
Certainly on that one, Wolf, there's no question, at least historically on the U.S.
Fuck Wolf Blitzer. What else they got in here? Where's the one where they were... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, knocking shit over. Let me find it here.
Dennis Nielsen says, "Hi, you guys still on? Yeah, for a few more minutes."
Yeah. See if I can grab it. I forgot the phrase. There was like some phrase that they were saying. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find, like a compilation of. But I don't know.
Unfortunately, like the Chinese social media platforms are so heavily like monitored and censored.
I mean, they're not censoring it on their thing. It's just hard for us to get in it.
Right.
Because they're all just openly mocking this fool. Where the hell was it? Okay. Let's see. Let me just try the word mocking. Oh. Oh, it's pulling up videos from last year.
So Dennis Nielsen says, "Comrade Nation Builder. The joke is he's building China's empire by dismantling America's." Billy says, "I hope the Chinese president presents him with a Lego model of the White House with the ballroom."
Here. Shunsuo. Here we go.
Ever heard of Chuan Jianguo? It's a nickname Chinese netizens gave U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, which means Trump the nation builder, but for China, not the U.S. Jianguo literally means building or founding the nation, and is a sort of a patriotic name often given to those born after 1949, when the People's Republic of China was founded.
Bro, they over there calling that motherfucker a founding father of China.
All right.
They putting him on the Mount Rushmore for all of the fuck shit he's doing to help China.
Trump got this name during his first term, humorously suggesting that while he was trying to make America great again, he was actually building China instead. But how? One popular explanation is that Trump's aggressive policies like tariffs and trade war unintentionally pushed China to innovate faster. The efforts meant to hurt China.
Why they got him dancing, bro? God damn, bro. We're getting cooked. We're getting absolutely cooked by everyone. Fuck, dude.
Introverted towards self-sufficient, especially in high-tech areas like EVs and robotics. U.S. columnist Thomas Friedman recently echoed this idea, noting China's impressive advancements, from high-speed trains to self-operating factories, and how smartphone companies like Huawei and Xiaomi expanded into industries like cars. One online user put it perfectly: Trump is certainly not a friend of China, but he's the best enemy China can find.
Ugh, man,
dude. He's such a fucking loser, bro. Like, he's just fucking this. Like, this is the easiest fucking job. Easiest job. Literally do nothing. Just do nothing. It would be better than this.
All right.
We're a mockery.
We should get out of here. It's more depressing than I thought it would be.
Well, we're gonna have to move to China, I guess.
And
like, we will be purchasing your citizens. Thank you. I'm like, oh, guess Illinois has to go to China now.
Well, if you don't want us to move to China, like and subscribe to the podcast.
Unless you want us to learn Mandarin, and then you should probably share with your friends.
And comrades. Patreon.com/thebinpodcast is where you would go if you do not like the YouTubes.
Oh shit, Rich Rebuilds went to China to look at their EVs. Oh god, I'm watching that. And they're letting tourists in there with cameras now, by the way.
Oh geez.
They're ready to welcome in the world to their technological super futuristic city.
I'm not gonna bring up the shirts, but hey, buy yourself some bin merch. Go to tpublic.com/thebinpodcast. Get yourself some merch. Or you get a Tim's hat or a fuck the hell off t-shirt. Yeah.
Fuck the hell off.
Fuck the hell off. And I assume whatever crazy insane there we go. Whatever insanity that McKinnon is coming up with. Oh, speaking of insanity, Mikey, I was told that I am China now. I was told that tonight on Unboxed we have a special guest.
We do.
Do you want to give us a hint?
Nope.
God damn it, Mikey. Come on.
You know who it is. The rest of them don't know who it is. You would know who it is from back in the day. That's all I can say.
Ooh, I'm intrigued now.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued now. All right. Well, come and watch Unboxed Politics, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time tonight and every Thursday night with the boys, and we will make fun of some shit. There's a whole lot of Cash Patel out there tonight, so.
The boys are back in town.
So we are going to get out of here so we can get refueled and re-energized, and Mikey can sleep for a few hours.
I hope so, because this kid is still singing.
Yeah, she's I can hear her yelling.
She would. Oh. It's like, all right. She's like, oh. Like, how does it? I'm saying be quieter. Like, she's singing One Little Bluefish Swimming in the Water, operatic style, full falsetto at fucking 1:30 in the morning. It's like, little girl, you're doing great. Shut the hell up. Your mother is going to get us. You're going to wake her.
So we will see you all tonight or tomorrow morning, whatever time it is for you. And don't forget to drink your me.